Have fun shooting Mordred.
And that's the first thing that the stream.
It's just
Okay. Okay. We are streaming. Audience, welcome. Audience. Why'd that feel weird to me?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, people in both chats. We are back on YouTube and on Twitch, and I'm all excited for that. And here's this background, and look at it. Look at the dead people. They're on screen and dead. Okay.
Dude, one of them's questionable.
not on screen and dead.
On screen and dead.
Just a flesh wound.
Well, so yeah,
Exactly.
we're back on Twitch
Yes,
and YouTube.
it's fine.
We're going to switch over into game. The stuff I mentioned in the pre-stream still applies. Goodbye! And by goodbye, I mean hello.
Don't mean flesh
listen.
wound. There's no
There.
flesh.
And there.
You have no body.
Okay, I am immediately, because last time we did not give enough cat pictures and whatnot, I'm
Ian is
immediately
so
going to roll for a new cat picture.
Oh my
Ian
god.
is still huge.
I
He's
approve.
really big.
I definitely approve.
Did you get the JoJo and Casca picture? I sent
No,
about that?
I forgot to update it.
Aw. JoJo has a sister now.
Cool.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do this.
Yay.
Cat picture. Result.
Good fucking luck, Hawk, because while I was in Scotland, Stewie and Darren got kidnapped.
I know. Well, the thing is, this one's been broken in already by my folks and JoJo.
Why would you break a cat?
Why would you do that?
All right,
That's what you do to shoes.
there you go. Free cat
Am
picture.
am I able to make myself smaller? I'm pretty sure my potions have worn off.
No, Ian, you're drifting.
Wait. No, stop spinning yourself.
That's not me. I'm not doing that. Oh, it's Freya.
Let me see.
Mm-mm.
Let's see.
Oh my god,
It's
she's like
cute.
modeling. That is a beautiful cat.
Yeah, I miss Freya.
Meow.
Yo, something kitty.
All right. Okay, so your size is
Oh.
5, your reach is 5.
Cool.
Actually, I'm gonna put your reach is 30. I'm gonna put that for both of you because of your bombs. So yeah, there. We can adjust your guys' reach to like represent your longest possible attack. Also, for you guys, I found this out and I already told a couple of you, but I figured out how you guys can choose your targets. Now this should work. I'm not sure, but you should be able to hover over someone else's thing, hold down Control, and click on them, and it should target them. And if you, we just got
I did
bits. We got bits. You did it.
Hey, I'm targeting people.
Oh my god, I'm targeting
All right.
several people. So
What
I
does it?
turn up.
Okay, once you target them, what does it show on your like? Where does it show up on your screen? How do you know you're doing it?
It's on the
It
map.
shows an arrow
Yeah, it just shows like a
going
line.
towards them.
Okay. And you can do you can undo it by doing that. Let's see. So yeah, you can do that from now on. You can also use the initiative tracker to do it, or the tokens.
Neat.
Yeah.
Cool.
So remember to do or undo that if you're gonna make attacks and whatnot.
Shit.
Will do.
I can do it too, but for me to do it, I have to like change the turn to be on that person, so it would be cumbersome for me to do it for you guys. Plus, I think it'll just speed things along if you click for your own characters, because you know what you want to do.
Oh, yeah.
I know who I want to kill.
Okay, so you guys, let's see. Aaron, recap.
So they got into the church. They had a quick talk down with Bradley the Red and Hadwin the White. Upon realizing that the knights would not be swayed from their path of darkness and evil, actually were the path of darkness and good, their path of voidness and evil, and their commitment to their queen, they realized they were going to have to fight to the death. Shit got really real. A bunch of people nearly died. Freaking Duncan and our boy Gear Free showed up. They went ham, and Gear Free tried to be really hardcore but did no damage. And then there was a really sad goodbye from Radley as he fell and died as the last night in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. It was beautiful.
To answer the chat's question, we just got through donation. I'm gonna say no to bits giving inspiration because of the nature of how bits work. Like, they don't actually materialize for months. So for now, we're gonna say no, but I'll review that and we'll talk about like how to make that work. Because I feel like they should. I just want to make like a fair system for it.
My computer is crashing. I'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta restart it.
Oh shit.
But how will you roll for ring?
Fuck, let me get a dice real fast. I'll roll for ring before I restart.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
What on you? Do I actually have to roll for ring?
No, I was being stupid.
I don't know. This is a weird mechanic.
God damn.
Are you staying a ring or are you turning it into a bracelet?
Roll for ring. It's hard to get off. If only I rolled higher.
I
Okay.
came here to have a good time. I'm just feeling personally attacked.
That's
Oh
okay.
my God.
I'll be back.
Also,
hopefully.
chat, you'll notice I changed the shape of the glass to look more like a fancy cup because Grail. Anyways,
Oh my God.
I wish you could
Aaron,
create a
why?
custom image for that.
Yeah.
For the
I wish you
glass?
could I wish you could make your own. It would be just like a bit translucent. Like you could affect the opacity.
Nailed it.
But I wish you could do one because I'd like to make one that was basically like a clear Holy Grailish thing, like with a golden, chunk on the bottom.
God.
What?
Aaron's cooking roast, and I'm like in the room.
Oh
next to
yeah,
it.
you're right down there.
Smells so
Okay,
good.
so you guys have decided to take a long rest since it's not like Thelka can really get out without you guys noticing. What would you guys like to how would you guys like to sleep? Where would you like to do it? And would you like to do anything during that time?
Did I sleep on the throne?
Dibs on the throne. Oh.
Get fucked! I said it first.
I'll pick one of the stone chairs
let's
on either
reminder that throne got detonated by Stonewalker.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I want
assume
to sleep in
at
one
one
of
point-
the golden bowls.
I have a question. What are the little red bottles hanging out?
Those look like they might have been alcohol. Those would be empty now.
Oh, I know. I was gonna say I'm gonna sleep next to the wine.
Yes, next to the Y.
Yes. Yes.
My Chinese is here.
Yes.
Nice.
So you see those bottles just south of it? There's a pillar, and then south of that is a golden bowl. I want to sleep in that.
You want to sleep in the golden bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, those would be fairly large. You could probably sit in one.
I want to make a fort underneath the table that has the candelabras on it.
That was also destroyed by Deco.
Damn it! Is there anything on this map that's still on this map?
Rip.
Yeah, everything except for the things that you've mentioned so far.
Fucking God! My two top choices.
Can I sleep in one of those wooden chair-looking things?
Yes.
Cool.
This meeting
Ian is
was
claiming one of them.
digi-destined.
All right.
Can I go and bathe in the water?
I will sleep in the one next to Ian.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys.
shit.
You guys could bathe in the water if you wanted to.
I'm gonna go bathe in the water.
Hang out and-
Are you going to do it in the nude?
I mean,
Ooh.
probably.
Okay.
I gotta put on that new armor too. So.
Over on the same side that Ian's trying to sleep. You're just like, I'll just be over here naked.
It's fine.
Cool. Cool.
Ian's like trying super hard to look anywhere but at her. Like, oh, God.
I am a gentleman.
Here, Finn will
I'm
be.
glad I
hanging.
have no eyes.
Finn will be hanging.
Ian, you want to come bathe in the water?
No thanks, I'm good. I mean, I'm good. I'm good.
Why did that just? Why did that just?
Why is Isla's token invisible for me? I see like the green outline thing.
I don't know. That's
don't
weird.
know.
I can see her.
Isla, you smell like a sewer. You want to come? You want to come bathe?
Like
You'll
I
get
can't.
up, though.
I mean,
You out there, you do smell like a sewer.
Also, that's Ian. That's not me. I don't know what you're
I'm
talking about.
pretty sure that's you, bitch.
That delivery made me happy.
Well, one of them does smell like.
Oh,
That's
shit.
so weird. Why is Finn? Can you guys still see Finn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay, so Finn is Finn's just gonna perch on top of
It looks like he's perched
ceremony.
right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hanging out.
All right, cool. So does anyone want to do anything?
I'll be right
particularly
back.
All right. Duncan is going to hang out over here. Over here.
Over.
Yeah, you guys get on the boy side. We're gonna be me, Ian, and Isla are on the girl side.
You're right.
Do not read into that.
Gearfree's going to spend his time. He's going to spend his time apparently like nursing his arm back to health, because as last time when Gearfree entered the fight, several what looked like gemstones from under his skin caused an effect that gave him more strength than he had. You guys haven't really talked about that, but it looks like after the fight ended, after about 10 minutes, his arm became basically unusable, and he's been fixing it since then.
Well, I would have offered at that point, noticing that kind of thing. I would have offered to heal him if that's the case. I wouldn't ask him about anything yet, but.
Who is clicking stuff? Who's doing that?
Yeah.
Not
All
me.
right, cool. All right, cool.
I would have offered to heal him if he wanted it.
To short form the conversation, Gearfree will assure you that it's not a matter of damage being done. He just needs time to, his arm just needs time to recover from being overclocked, as he'll put it.
I would nod and accept it. I'm not going to ask him right now. If he wanted to tell us, he would tell us by now.
Yeah.
What are the papers here and here?
Those wouldn't be anything particularly special. They would have just been like, oh, he's got more bits. I would have bought a bar of chocolate, but I didn't. Yeah. 100 bits. We appreciate
They
you.
gave up chocolate for us.
You know, you gave up your candy for
What greater sacrifice is there?
None. That's what.
That's what. Is the timer on? I should check that. It's not.
Oh my god.
Those papers wouldn't be anything special. They would have just been like documents. One of them looked like ripped pages from a book, and another one looked like a registry of knights.
Szechuan
What about
chicken's pretty good.
The box.
Yeah, it's just a stone box. Looks like the papers were probably in it.
The
Is
book
there
that
anything we can
was on
steal from this
paper.
room?
Is there
That would-
anything valuable we can steal from this?
That would have just been a piece of scripture. Valuable things to steal?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh. I wonder if is there a
Well, you notice the indoor plumbing's pretty nice. You can
Yeah.
probably take that.
You probably can't steal the water though.
Fucking watch me. I go and like scoop up a handful of water.
Dude, it can poison you!
If it can
Oh, shit.
poison, I'm already poisoned. I don't care.
Alright, looking around the room,
She has a point. It can. We know this. Liquids can hurt you.
Mm-hmm.
Like soup.
Like soup.
Especially soup.
You guys had a really weird adventure, didn't you?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's right. Nothing happened.
Out of context.
okay,
that
so
sounds
you
fucking
guys would have found items that just like candlesticks, like silver candlesticks, ceremonial plates and whatnot, stuff that you could carry that would amount to about 50 gold and 150 electrums worth, which basically means 51.5 gold.
Dude, Szechuan chicken's pretty good.
Yo, right? Oh my god.
What about these swords here?
I will I will add that to your party with the tracker. Again, ceremonial. They don't look like they're useful.
Shields, same thing.
Same
So are
thing.
we just gonna go into this boss fight with a bunch of candelabras stuck into our shirt?
Damn right.
I have just video gamed this and converted it into money and threw it into your guys' inventory. It is now accounted for.
Wow.
Nice.
I am cool with that.
Yeah.
Our alchemist took the candelabras and turned it into actual just money. Good.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
that's
Can
a thing we can do.
Can we do that?
Sure, no. If I say yes now, it's gonna have repercussions down the road.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
if
you.
you say yes.
If you
then
said yes, we would try to turn an enemy into money later.
Yeah, do you let us open that Pandora's box?
Yo, right? Fucking, oh my god.
Hey everyone.
The knights are made of metal.
Tough
Can we turn
crowd.
them into money? No! Damn it.
Oh no, the temple turned out to be a giant living golem. This'll be worth at least a few platinum. Put your hand on it, it just explodes into money.
No, it turns into a terrifying money golem.
It's just so
Actually, that
funny.
exists.
Oh my
There's
god.
a there's a
something
mimic within the system. I think it's within
Hell
Volo's
yeah.
guide. it is a pile of treasure that like
Fuck.
comes to life and can like move around and shapeshift, but it's just a pile of gold and jewels.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay, so you guys rest. You recover your spells. You recover a bunch of your hit die. Gearfree spends most of his time investigating the pillars that you guys know from. There's some mechanism that raised these stone pillars up to the north that prevent the way to go farther in. Like they go right up to the ceiling. They look old. Gearfree's been tapping them and like pushing on them and testing them. After the rest.
At the end of my near the end of my rest, can I go and like start watching the city?
Yes.
Because I know it's getting close.
Yes, you can.
Yay!
Nerd.
What's going on?
He goes and like watches the city. As you do, the sun's coming up at this point. It's getting very close to sunup.
Oh my god, this is gonna be beautiful.
As the sun is coming up, Aaron, I'd like you to roll me 1d100.
It's happening!
47.
My ears.
Sorry.
All right. The crow that you talked to the previous day comes and lands in front of you.
I look down to the little crow and I just give him a smile, expecting him to say, "More good berries."
Yeah, dude.
Give me more food.
Yet another crow comes and lands beside it, and then another, and then another. An entire murder of crows flies down and lands on the ground in front of you.
How
I start
many
reaching in my pocket for good berries.
I'm gonna say anywhere from 5 to 1 million constitutes a murder.
I'm gonna say that there are a million crows outside.
I'm just gonna be like, guys.
The crow.
Taking a quote from Ian right there.
Constitutes a threat. I'm like, oh god.
The crows begin cawing violently. They don't seem interested in talking. Even the one from before, which you recognize, because remember how you wrapped the good berries in a little cloth?
Oh yeah.
It's like got the cloth wrapped around its
Dude,
neck.
he's so cute.
They begin to fly, like circling around you. You can't see anything outside the crows. You can't see a foot in front of you because of all of them.
Well, I'm dead.
Oh no.
Your
I'm
marks from
glad you liked
Alquam
your
begin
present.
to burn. Suddenly, the crows are gone. They all fly away. In their place stands GAE-EL. The crow with the cloth on it lands on GAE-EL's shoulder.
Gael then eats the crow because he hasn't eaten anything in a day.
Oh god! Jesus!
Oh.
GAE-EL, you recently, out of the hundreds of games that you and Alquam played, you finally beat him at one of them, and he released you back into the world.
Oh my god. What game did you beat him at?
What was the game,
Solitaire.
GAE-EL?
We says a staring contest.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Oh yeah, that follows through.
Also, Gaio!
You guys are all inside. You don't know yet.
Okay. Oh shit, are we like still asleep?
Well, he's like outside on the steps looking at the city, so Stonewalker's the only one that knows.
Okay.
I look at Gael. I remember him throwing me to fucking safety. I jump hug.
Oh!
Huh.
Glow up that bitch.
Even though he's not gonna remember that he threw me to safety. 'Cause I was Duncan at the time.
Oh my god. It's Andrew.
Who is up, Andrew?
Andrew! I thought we posted notifications, but we haven't seen you since the ban. Andrew, we got banned from YouTube because of reasons, and then yeah, we just got it back like yesterday, so now we're back on YouTube. Yeah, we actually beat Zelda. I'm sorry you missed it.
No, no.
Anyways, hi Andrew. Anyways, yeah, Andrew donated. Thanks for the $1.30. We'll play Ni no Kuni at some point. I still have it, but I wanted to wait until you could watch to play it.
No.
There's a sequel coming out.
Yeah. All right, so,
I'm just gonna look to Gael, and I'm just gonna be like, I'm too much for words because I don't want to say that I was Duncan.
But you have to.
I'm like,
No.
open mouth, close mouth, open mouth, close mouth, open mouth. Don't do that again.
Oh.
Don't come. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh!
And then just continue to hug.
My ovaries can't handle this right now.
I can't. Beautiful.
Where is everyone else?
I'm gonna refuse to stop hugging. You can walk inside if you want.
Yeah. Well, you're small. I can just pick you up. Where's everybody else?
Most of us are in here.
Oh,
We just had a pretty big battle.
Hmm. Sure, we'll pick up Small Stonewalker and walk into the building.
All right. You walk in, and as you walk in, you see this beautiful room with like stained glass
Mysteriously
windows.
no candelabras.
Stained glass windows letting in like a soft rainbow light that shimmers and seems to shift across the entire room. There's water coming down the sides. There looks like there was a fire in some places. You see the body of the knight that stabbed and killed you laying on the ground. His most of his armor broken, his cape burned off, and his weapons taken from him. And you see,
and that's without the stuff I did to him after he died.
looking around, you see Robin, Ian, Isla, Duncan, and you see Gearfree off on the other side of the room. But you do not see Lorenzo, and you do not see Eric.
Gael!
Gael!
Attack hug!
Yep, we all run and hug him. Can we do that?
Meow.
Though I do look damn fine.
Fly across the room.
Oh, I should notice for donate. I should notice.
What I do?
I should note for donations. I changed the $1 donation to that Wendy's girl picture.
Yeah.
The one that was, the one that I wanted to be Carrie's character. Anyways.
Oh.
Well, you should have let it happen, Carrie.
I'm not the one that changed it. I was just fully against it.
We all attack hug Gael. He dies again. We have to wait another 24 hours.
No!
Like snap his spine from too much hugging.
One on each arm, one on like my torso. I'm wearing plate mail. So I'm just like, I cannot move.
This may be too many bodies even for me.
Where is Isla's token? Where'd it go?
It's underneath Gael.
Oh, I see.
Oh, wait.
As is everyone.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Huh?
Well, what remains of Team Orla has gathered.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Wait, no, we're missing someone.
I
Get
mean-
over here, Finn.
Woo!
Gearfree, get in on this! Come on, buddy!
Get over here. Oh, God.
Apologies, I'm busy.
Get in here, or we are no longer friends!
I'm hugging you with my intention, Big Master.
Okay, that's fine, I guess.
All right, long distance air hug.
Yay!
All right, back to this.
He is a good butler.
I appreciate your total lack of effort.
Duncan's just
Oh,
standing there.
What are you calling Duncan? Duncan, get in here!
Duncan walks over. He looks tired with, fucking what's new. He looks tired, but he walks over to Gael.
Oh,
It's good to see you still alive.
And you. Glad you made it out okay.
Duncan, hug him.
Made it out okay.
Yes, in the city.
I'm glad we all made it out okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stonewalker makes a point. It's good we all got here.
Yes. I was wondering what had happened to you. But it was crazy. We all got separated. I'm glad I decided to go ahead and meet with Thelka so you all didn't end up getting taken by surprise by her ambush, but never mind. I'm glad to see you're okay.
Shut the fuck up, Duncan. I'm kidding.
He motions over to where Gearfree's tapping on the columns. Thelka is behind there, on a lookout that's up those stairs. She's the queen of this city, as we told you before, but we found out in your absence that she's also one of the 3 people that the Void has been using to spread itself. The Ghost Knight, the person in charge of the Monolith soldiers.
Would my Revenant sense be going off then?
And I'm Jim.
Do you recall what your Revenant commandments were?
I have them written down somewhere here.
I know, just specifically.
I
know
gotta take
that,
a thing, I gotta kill some things.
Yeah, one was to break the statue that binds Alquam into Idelia, the consecrated owl statue in Alquam Shrine. The other was to get rid of the void.
We're on that. I mean,
we're working on it.
Destroy an entire other dimension.
On the to-do list.
The space between dimensions.
You're splitting hairs.
Yeah.
And the other was to remove a thing from Idelia.
Yes, to remove the shard of iridescent light, which is what you guys were all sent here to get anyways.
We're on it.
So Thelka wouldn't send anything off immediately, but Alquam, like, you feel a giant shadow, like invisible shadow, looming over you, as if Alquam's whispering in your ear, and he very much confirms your suspicions that he wants this person dead.
Woohoo! So, question. This lady is like in what, a tower above us?
She's on like an outcropping, like
Let's destroy the cathedral.
It's a lookout that's part of.
Yes, actually.
So wait, we've been like fucking fighting shit down here, and she's just hanging out, like not far away from us.
Yep, there's a part upstairs. It's a ceremonial little outcropping that's used for anointing new rulers and for lectures and important gatherings. Most
Are you just like napped near her?
Yeah, well, there's a wall separating you two, and it's like those pillars are so large. If they'd moved, you would have heard it. And Gearfree also stayed up and watched guard. So
I'm gonna drop some Chinese wisdom on us. Begin nothing until you have considered how it is to be finished.
Damn.
Nice.
Is my Discord working?
I was
now?
thinking, if she is on like a level above us, blow up the building.
this building is also a mountain.
We get a lot of bombs.
We have a lot of bombs.
Ian, my body's up there though, possibly.
We get a lot of
A
bombs.
lot of bombs. Bombs?
Bombs though, guys.
Bombs though, guys.
Body.
The crow that
We
I
can't hear
had
you,
spoke
bitch.
with.
I know,
we
Robin's
can't-
terrible at this.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can hear
I'm just
you.
gonna, as they're talking about bombs, I'm just gonna be like, the crow that I had spoke with had mentioned some sort of a body being brought to her. I'm curious as to what that is, and well, if it's what I think it is, then we might need to get it.
I mean, fair, but those two guys we just fought almost killed us.
Oh yeah, we nearly
And
died.
if he's stronger than them, I'm
My
thinking
revenge,
bombs.
isn't complete. My revenge isn't complete, even though GAE-EL is back.
At the same time, though, I don't think she's stronger than them because they were both guarding her.
Yeah, but she also has command over all the guardians things.
Yeah, but fuck
She's
them.
the ghost
Yeah, but
knight
Duncan
or
and
whatever.
Yeah, her
So,
title's
like-
the Ghost Knight.
Yeah, but
Like,
fuck them though.
people don't call you the ghost knight unless you are bad fucking noobs.
It is unlikely the void would choose someone so weak as its master.
From what you
I
guys
still
know,
have to avenge GAE-EL.
from what Duncan will like chime in that, as I told you guys before, whenever I was telling you about the 3 people we had to stop, the Ghost Knight has been known to show up on battlefields, command her soldiers. Well, we thought his soldiers, but look what we know. Command their soldiers, lead them into victory very fast, and then disappear. From what we've seen, I'm gonna actually do a roll for Duncan to see what he can remember specifically. I'm just gonna roll a wisdom check. Make this a check, not a save. Click. Nah, that's a 13. That's okay. She's fought rarely because there haven't been a whole lot of eyewitness accounts, people that have survived while fighting. But she has command over chains that seem to be made of the same energy that the void is. The Ghost Knight can conjure the same fire that the monolith soldiers coat their weapons in. And she seems to be able to, she can move around at will by some kind of teleportation. Those are what we know of the combat capabilities of the Ghost Knight.
Oh, that
See, I don't
sounds
want to
fun.
fight that, do you?
Yeah, fuck.
I do.
Oh my god.
It's bad news.
We're one
Eric
strong-
does not want to fight the Ghost Knight.
we are much stronger now than we were when we started the fight against the two knights. We'll have Duncan, Gearfree, and GAE-EL for the first part of this now. Yesterday, when we came in for our revenge, we didn't have nearly as much behind us, and we still fought.
I mean, I guess that's true.
I will fight this night with or without you.
Well, shit. Okay, we gotta fight.
Damn it, GAE-EL!
God
You're
fucking
like-
damn you, GAE-EL.
You're like our freaking conscience. It's annoying.
The worst.
Robin, tell GAE-EL I like him.
Eric likes you in a very romantic level.
Fuck you,
it's
Eric!
odd-
I'm kidding.
It's odd hearing.
Hey,
It's
Deco?
odd.
Huh?
Roll me 1d6.
Hey, everyone. Tough crowd.
Who?
Deco.
Oh, me.
Do I usually call you Deco or Blue in this?
Usually you call me Blue.
That's weird. Okay, so let's see, what's that for? That's for...
I get. Is that for my charges?
That is, so you regain 6 of them. That's quite good.
Yes, it is.
That's almost all of them back.
I just looked at GAE-EL as he says, "I'm gonna fight these with or without you," and I'm just gonna tell him, "You're never gonna fight without me again," because he just fought without me and died.
Wait, do we know that what happened to GAE-EL, or did anyone actually tell us what happened to him?
Yeah.
All I did was tell you he died.
Oh. Okay.
Duncan will turn and start walking over towards the wall where Gearfree is. You all know that my opinion is that I have a duty to Idelia. But I couldn't imagine leaving here without avenging our two fallen friends, too.
I hate you, Robin.
Like Duncan walks over, he's like, "How about you, Gearfree? How do you feel about this? Do you have any moral imperative to take them down?" The person up there stands between me and the shard of iridescent light that Lady Orla wants. I will throw them from the mountain.
He'll do it too. He's
Damn.
really strong.
Yeah.
I believe him, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
punched a
he'll do it.
dragon.
Yeah.
Additionally,
And then it died, to be clear. The dragon died.
he turns over towards you guys. Additionally, I am sad to see 2 fewer of you whenever I finally found you. Perhaps if I punch this person really hard, it will get those feelings out of my system.
That's healthy.
Yeah,
That's healthy.
that normally works for me.
Yeah. That's how our family works.
Oh yeah.
Just to be clear, you aren't gonna ask, are you? I'm gesturing to Robin.
It seems inconsequential.
But you, like, recognize her?
I never looked at your body to begin with.
Huh.
Okay. Well,
My
as long
eyes-
as you're cool with it.
My eyes see things that... I'm not going to say anything pretentious like I see more than you, but I see things differently than you do.
I know the feeling.
This worries me.
Okay.
Well, if everyone's ready, looks to GAE-EL. You just came back. Do you want to rest?
I am okay. I've been resting for almost a full day,
Oh.
other than the games.
I take out the weapon that killed GAE-EL, by the way. I take out the weapon that I took from Radley the Red, and I go to hand it over to him.
GAE-EL will look at it and kind of push the blade away. This may be better suited for somebody else. I'd rather not wield a blade that killed me.
I mean,
But
sure,
how
but who
badass
else
would
could
that
use
be?
a glaive?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, how badass is that? This is the weapon that killed me. As you can see, it didn't make me any weaker.
Yeah, I mean, that's a story right there.
Yo,
Gear-
yeah.
I just looked to you, GAE-EL. No one else is going to take it, so either wield it or destroy it.
Young masters,
Yes.
may I have a chance to earn that? I had trouble punching through the armor
Either
of our
wield
last
it or destroy
opponent.
it, GAE-EL.
Hey, everyone.
fucking do it before he gets over here.
I would be more than honored to have you wield this blade.
Just hurl it like a javelin across the room toward him.
Do it. He'll fucking catch it.
You stab through Gearfree. Well.
Ow.
Just pins him against a wall.
This is fun.
I will not accept it for free. I will earn it now. He turns back towards the wall and rolls up his one remaining sleeve and adjusts his other wrist. Tell me, what do you all know of my master Orla? Review.
Be hot though.
That she makes clockwork stuff?
Yeah.
She is Irish.
That she wants to sleep with me.
No, I think that's just you, Isla.
Shut the fuck up. She wants to sleep with me.
No one wants to sleep with you, Isla. You're gross.
That she manipulated a bunch of strangers into coming on a suicide mission for her?
Indeed.
I lost my body because of her.
She has poison in her house.
And why do you think Master Orla would send me with you?
Because we're a bunch of fuck-ups who can't be trusted?
Yeah.
You can fight dragons?
She doesn't want to pay your retirement plan.
Shit!
Damn, dude.
I suppose that's true.
Because
Neither
she
has
would
the
have no
master.
way of-
Neither has the master before her, or the master before them, or before them, before them, or before them.
Okay, we get it.
Going
You're
all the
old,
way
we
back
get it.
to the first master of this family, almost 800 years ago.
Damn, Gearfree, you old as fuck.
I've been around for a long time, and with every generation, the family head passes on their skills and traits to the next head of the family, and leaves their magic circuits behind in the form of small jewels that they place within the crowning achievement of the family. A protector that they made a long time ago to protect the family from not only humans, but mages. Orla thought it would be wise to send that crowning achievement with you, and using the power of my previous masters, I will get us up here. He clenches his fist, and you see those gems activate under his skin again, three on his arm. The full magic of a family head is contained within 16 jewels within my body, and I can call them up whenever I want to. It feels wasteful to do so, but I'd say that 3 mages worth of power should be enough. He reels back, breathes deeply, and he drives his hand into the wall.
You gonna get involved or
It lets out a thunderous clap that fills the room. Some of you even cover your ears.
Nat one. I'm kidding.
I'm not rolling for it.
I'm kidding. He does not once. I guess 3 more mages then.
Everything goes silent for a second. His hand is embedded in the wall. This power is referred to as the Mystic Code Generation Engine, a weapon that becomes more powerful as time passes. He pushes his hand suddenly farther in. The entire wall cracks. Those pillars suddenly shatter, falling inwards. The way up is opened.
Lorenzo, eat your heart out.
Guys, is Gearfree a robot?
We have a new home wrecker. I'm kidding.
What about this whole time?
His arm falls down limp again. He starts flexing his fingers as if he can't get the responsiveness out of his arm that he wants to, and then it seems to go back to normal after a minute. This family uses magic that revolves around automated creatures, clockwork. Mages see us as spitting on tradition, and if humans find out about us, they'd see us as monsters. I'm designed to protect the family from both sides. And you're friends of the family, so I will protect you to the bitter end.
Is that why Alquam didn't bring you with us, Gearfree?
Indeed. Alquam can brand living people, or create revenants out of them, but Alquam cannot claim the life of something that never had life to begin with.
Aw, you have life, dude.
Yeah.
More of one than I do.
My existence is a facsimile of life. I know only what I've picked up from my masters.
It's a matter of perspective.
Yeah, you're fine.
I guess I'll go over, and since Guile doesn't want it, I'll hand him the glaive.
Just love seeing the Duncan go, woo!
I love watching him move. It's fucking great.
I'm going to just take a second then to put the stats for the glaive into his sheet.
Yeah, he did have a pretty bad problem actually doing damage after he first came in.
Let's see. I should be able to just take it from Radley's sheet. Click.
I'm good at fighting dragons and walls. That's about it.
I'll just move it. Letting go, Kaya.
It's about all we need, to be fair.
Alright. Volcanic. Glaive.
If Gearfree ever goes down, it's like, don't worry, we can rebuild him. Stronger. Faster.
No, you
We
can't.
have the technology.
No, you don't.
Right.
There'll
yeah,
be technology
no, we
in
don't.
my lifetime.
Oh my god.
I live for a long time. I'll find the technology.
Oh.
Alright, so what would he be? He'd be strength plus so it'd be cool. Plus 8 melee attack. Plus 8 to hit. Sorry that I'm taking a second to do this. Luckily, once this is done, it'll be done forever. Plus 8 to hit.
I mean, she could have just sent Clockwork Kabuteru Buzz with us.
You're right.
You just fly over everything.
But Gearfree has heart. Not an actual one, but heart.
He could have piloted Clockwork Kabuteru Buzz.
That'd be
Think
cool.
about
Like
how
a
much
Zord.
stronger we are now.
Gearfree, get in the
That thing.
robot.
I feel like some of us could take it on single-handedly at this point. Well, Gearfree, I'm not sure I could say the same.
I will say, whenever I last saw you all, you were definitely formidable, but since then, you've all gotten much stronger. In my absence, I feel like you've exceeded my base capabilities as a fighter. I see that Orla made a good choice contacting you.
Thank you.
Smiles.
Alright, I hope that affected his normal sheet. 1 second while I make sure.
So one more question, by the way.
Yeah.
You had mentioned either last game or the game before that that Finn was able to let me know everything that he had saw, right?
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean he was able to let me know what people said during that time?
It depends, is there anything specific that you want to know?
The guard talking about Lorenzo's dad.
Oh, yeah, you can know that.
Mhm.
Ah,
Okay,
fuck,
good.
I have to read
I know
this.
someone else I have to kill then.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
I mean, I already planned on it, but can't.
I have to rewrite this into another thing, sorry. Melee attack. Plus 8 to hit. 1d10 plus... It wouldn't be 5, actually. It'd be...
It's okay, Emerald. We're here in
4.
spirit.
all right, Gearfree. Now go up there and kick that thing's ass single-handedly while we sit here and have tea.
I have awesome tea.
No, that was still on Eric when he died.
Ah, fuck!
If you want the potty, you gotta find his body.
Body.
The party is upstairs. Let's go. We now have a reason to get his body back. I'm kidding.
And get out of here, and...
The pot tea for the party.
Okay, I'll get out of here.
This
See
is
ya.
also going to reroll his health. Bam. New gear free health. Okay. So you guys are going to go up now?
Yes, we are.
Make sure everybody's ready. During my, I guess I can't really change out my spells right now since I know we just had a long rest, but
You could. Do you need a moment to do that?
I just want to change one of them out because it's going to probably be completely useless in this fight.
Okay, do you know how to
I
edit
can do
your
that.
own...
I can do that probably while we're going.
You know how to edit your own sheet to do that?
I think so. I just want to get rid of my heat metal.
Okay. Yeah, just so you know, just go into your sheet. Yeah, go to actions. You should be able to click like a little red thing with a white line through it in the bottom, and it'll bring up similar red buttons beside every spell.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, double click one to get rid of it, and then you have the spells tab, right? You can get into that. Like
Actually,
the main one with all the spells in the actual game.
where's my spells tab? I had it before.
Let's see, library. Okay, player. You do not have the spells tab. I just added it, hopefully.
Don't see it.
Ramsey.
That's unfortunate.
Maybe it's because I had to update the thing. I think I'm just gonna like make all the modules come open again.
Okay. What spell do you want? I can add it.
It's a 2nd level spell. I'm trying to remember the thing for it, but I don't entirely know it off the top of my head.
Okay. When you think of it, then just tell me.
Okay.
So you guys are all going up. New map. You guys all triumphantly walk up into the sunset or sunrise light pouring in. You guys feel air flowing in from up above, so you know that there's a it's an open platform. Where's that map? I know I minimized it earlier. There you are, you son of a biatch. Restore.
Oh, it's raining outside. And my dog's scared of rain, so he's like cowering at my feet, like just shivering.
But rain's the best, though.
It is, but tell him that.
Pork.
Tell your dog I said it.
Ramsey, rain's the best. Some Scottish woman told me to tell you that.
There.
Some Scottish woman.
Some crazy lady I met on the bus told me to tell you.
The bus.
Jesus. God damn it. Fuck you, Aaron. Why did you have to cook something so delicious while I gotta sit?
I can smell it, like from up here.
Oh.
All right.
Rip.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm also gonna get Eric's. I'm gonna get Eric's thing on here. There. Bam.
It's loading.
I thought Discord had frozen on me again.
Okay.
Oh,
You guys tell me whenever it's loaded up for you.
there it is.
Oh shit, this looks like a boss. Final boss fight.
This looks
Oh my
awesome.
God, Eric's icon
Holy
just like
shit.
fucking behind her. It's his body.
The sky is on fire.
Oh yeah.
This looks kick-ass, I'm not gonna lie.
It does.
Can we? Is there a way to add credits to this that just
know what it's
scroll
like?
down?
Dude, it's like the end of fucking Ghostbusters.
All right, I found the spell.
Okay.
I want to add instead of heat metal, earthbind.
Okay.
So who lives at the raceway?
It would be my fault.
Oh, Izzy.
It's funny because you live like so many floors up, but you can still hear that. We had that exact same problem back in our old apartment.
It's weird. It's like sound doesn't dissipate at all when it goes up.
In our place, it seemed to get louder.
Yeah.
Deco, what was the spell again?
Earthbind.
Okay.
Also, don't worry, Izzy. You're gonna be here soon.
Yeah.
We're
Probably
Allie
echoes
has the
off
same
of-
problem at her place.
Like
So,
2 months. It's gonna
Second
feel
level
like forever.
second level transmutation. Choose one creature you see within range. That whole business.
Yes.
Okay. Bam.
Probably echoes off of the
Because
pavement.
we're up on top of a mountain, and I'm you know, just in case.
Oh, by the way, out here, Deco, you feel that as you leave the mountain, you are, your ley line goes down by 1 rank, so it's now a weak ley line.
Oh darn it!
And
Bitch, you come in here and fight me inside the cathedral.
You want to fight me at my best, don't you, coward?
Damn.
It's like the final boss fight of like Final Fantasy VI or something.
So it's
That big of a map area.
She's got the chains too, so I'm just like picturing Gilgamesh.
Oh
So
my
as
God.
you guys come up here, you see that it's a very ceremonial looking place. There's statues. There's a whole bunch of benches that people could sit on. There's papers strewn about that look like they're from different books. The whole place looks fairly old. Like there's some piles of rubble from pillars that have sort of eroded over time. Yeah, and there's an altar up at the front that looks like it was used for giving speeches or performing ceremonies or what have you. And the statues up there all have these purplish sort of chains that are semi-translucent, and they have little like purple and black ashes that flake off them as if they're constantly like burning away but don't actually disappear. And they're all bound between those statues, holding Eric's body up in the air as if he was crucified. You see You see a woman standing up between you and Eric's body. She is not wearing anything so like elegant as a dress or whatnot, but she seems to be wearing fairly normal clothes.
You were gonna say she's
for a
not
queen.
wearing anything, and I was gonna be like, "Hey!"
She's totally naked. She was preparing. She was like, I guess they're not coming up here. Time to get comfortable.
Fixing to go get a bath, just like, oh.
She's
The
wearing
lookout map lowered for me. I can't bring it back up.
Oh no.
and share.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a gate blocking you guys from coming up, but as you guys approach, it slides open.
Robin, what do you see?
I see you.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, hey.
Looks like
That's your reaction to finding your body. Hey.
looks like you're getting a. Looks like you're gonna be a real boy soon, buddy.
Aww.
Nice. You know what? I'm in a good mood right now. I'm not gonna say anything cross. Fuck it, I'm done.
Kyle's gonna summon the Edge of Vindication.
You summon the Edge of Vindication.
Oh, Ramsey.
Are you guys gonna proceed up through that gate onto the platform?
As soon as the thing loads in, I will.
Kingdom Hearts style, as soon as you're about to go through there, a little pop-up comes up being like, once you proceed past this point, there's no return. Are you sure?
Alright, you guys proceed past this point. I have a spell that has like a really high range, so I'll just stay over here.
Wait, dude, can we do like fucking perception check for like traps as soon as we go through that gate?
Roll me perception, and I'm also going to roll a roll against all of you without you actually knowing what I'm rolling.
There's fucking traps.
This map is just not loading in.
Robin, tell Stonewalker that I need her help. She must go with you.
Apparently, I need you by me, Stonewalker, so you can heal
shit.
me a lot.
Why did you turn into such a pussy? I'm kidding.
Look, you would
When
too.
she got one.
When you get attacked by soup, then talk to me.
Isla, GAE-EL, and Stonewalker, you all have the common sense to realize that, like, she's definitely inviting you in, and once you are past to this gate, it's probably going to close on you guys.
Yeah.
Robin, Martin would not ask me to come over to them if they didn't have a reason. So I'm gonna make my way over to Martin before going up.
All right, you make your way over to Martin. Is the map still not loading in for you?
It's still not loaded
Also
in.
going to
At all.
take the rear of the pack instead of point.
Fucking coward.
Ooh, how do you zoom in the map? That's cool.
Yeah.
Scroll wheel.
Yeah, scroll wheel.
I need a mouse.
Also, and once you're scrolled in, there's a little like golden like compass thing in the bottom right-hand corner. If you click it, it just drags you around the map.
Can you share it one more time?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It'd be nice if you could use like WASD or that to.
Oh my god! It
get
actually
around
loaded
that.
it immediately that time.
Nice.
Woo.
My mouse is just backed up right now.
Before you guys go through the gate, Duncan makes he like looks out and tries to look at the view out from beyond there and seems like he's trying to gauge exactly what this place where it is. And he just mutters to himself, "We might be able to get some help from here."
Eyes cannot help but to orbit the celestial
Go on.
body.
Go on.
No.
Go look at him.
It's
Go
not
on.
It's not something we should rely on, but I have a friend that might be able to help us if we're up here.
Is it like a giant eagle?
Is there need to be
Giant
secretive
owl.
about it?
Condor calls for a...
The fire is lit.
Condor calls for aid!
Jesus Christ.
Let me handle that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I'm going to worry about it. There's a scary woman over there.
You know what? I'm liable to trust him. He was so inspiring, I forgot I popped a lung.
Oh, yes. he like steps in front of you all, and he's like, "You all understand that if we step out there, you are fully immersing yourself in this war. Standing against Lady Thelka means that you're putting yourself on our side. Indefinitely."
Haven't we kind of always been on your side, though?
Yeah, I feel like we crossed that bridge like
Yeah, I feel like
weeks
we're free.
ago.
I told you all, I asked you all for help and told you I'd help you to find gear free. You don't need me for that anymore.
But now you're our friend.
Duncan, even if that wasn't the case, your lady Felka has stood against us.
I
Yeah,
stand
she,
with your
like,
god, Duncan.
kind of killed some of us and whatnot.
Yeah.
We're kind of pissed
Holding my
about
body
that.
hostage.
Yeah, she don't sit well with us though.
I would leave. If
We're gonna
it
break her
wasn't for
fucking
the fact-
knees.
Yo, let's take her knees.
A dramatic gust of wind comes like in through the gateway. Duncan's clothes rustle in the breeze. Everyone's hair flutters about. Thank you. I truly believe that you are friends of Idelia. And my friends as well.
That's not
Let's fight together to free this nation from the void.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
How much can he?
Sounds
so,
good to me.
Yeah.
How much can he give you guys? 1 second.
Wand in one hand,
Plus count mods.
staff in the other hand.
Oh my god, no.
Both of them shillelagh. I'm kidding.
15 plus.
I'm gonna beat you with my lightning wand.
So everybody, welcome to 19 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Look what that does to Finn.
What does it do to Finn?
What?
Wait, why? What are you seeing on your end?
Finn has 21 health now.
He had 2. Now he has 21.
He just like inflates.
And a flight of fins come forth.
Oh my god. Just instantly grows to like 10 times normal size.
I am ready.
I ride Finn into battle. Yeah.
Grows like human arms and legs, like a fucking bodybuilder.
Oh my
He
god.
turns into the bodybuilder owl.
Nat19, huh?
Ah!
Oh my god, we got 19 health. Where's the goody-to-dos?
Oh my god.
God damn it, Carrie.
Yeah.
There it is.
I did it.
So, Eric, what's the plan for having Blue here? You know, since we are connected and you can communicate.
Oh no, he was just saying she was just saying she wasn't going. I said we need her.
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing about the whole me staying outside
Yeah.
the gate and shooting in.
Oh.
I was gonna be like pew pew pew.
I don't have a plan. I'm a ring.
Well, if you don't have a plan, I'm gonna get within melee range then, because I'm our other melee fighter technically.
And if we move this guy next to Yo, it becomes dog.
Wait, can
What is that, Hawk? Why?
Oh my god.
I'm going to see
Guys,
that in my
read
dream.
it down, it's a dog.
By the way,
Why is the thing I described real?
I was like, you know what? I bet there's a bodybuilder owl. There it is.
You like the fairy tale owl? No, you don't like the fairy tale owl.
I
going to have
made Finn's icon
nightmares.
small enough to actually be Finn now.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys going
But then
in
you have
there?
to grow it 10 times its size because of all that health.
You guys going in there?
Heck yeah, we
I
are.
guess so.
To do it.
With
I'm
your
just
knight?
along for the ride.
Also, as a side note, I'm really glad GAE-EL's back, because I was not a great tank.
Yo, oh god.
I mean, it worked.
You did
Barely.
fine.
I popped a lung. I
Who'd
can't
like to be?
stress that
Who'd
enough.
like to be first? Who wants to be in front? Everyone, move your own pieces to where you choose to be.
I'm hiding behind Duncan. He's got shit going on.
Yeah, I'll kind of.
I'm gonna be
Likewise.
stepping somewhat forward, but I'll probably be behind GAE-EL to an extent because he is still the tank, even though I hit things melee.
Yeah, dude.
And Robin, you just like go in and duck over there.
I'm gonna use
I've got a gun.
It's like we.
Kyle use divine sense as he walks into the room.
I just shout from a distance, "You got it, guys!"
Oh my god.
Ben will be right here so that we can still spell it out.
All right.
Back as shit.
As you guys enter, Lady Thelka acknowledges you. She like puts a hand up to welcome you all in. She seems to be looking out into the distance. As you guys get out here, it is sunrise. The sun is just coming up over the horizon. You see this side of the mountains, this side of Idelia for the first time. You see way off in the distance forests, a lot of which are dying and seem to be rotting away as the life is drained from them. You see lakes, like beautiful scenery, smaller hills. You see a large walled city off in the distance, like way off, which you take that is probably the capital that Duncan's been talking about. And then far beyond that, you see the swirling mass of like purple and black energy, like a small storm surrounding what appears to be a very, very, very large church. Again, you interpret that's probably the Void Reach Chapel that you guys have been told about, which is where Bruudhuvv and the Void are. Off in the distance, there is a smaller island off a bay, and there's another building in the center of it. Looks like a complex. You guys don't know what that is. And beyond that, it most seems like wildlife and like forests, as I said, hills, rivers. Looks like it was probably much more beautiful when it wasn't, you know, being drained of life by the void.
The city was probably a lot more beautiful too without that giant hole in it.
Well, that's on the other side of the mountain. You can't see that anymore. Thelka turns towards you. Eric's body is strung up behind her. She takes several steps forward. Abandon Duncan. Join us. You have no reason not to.
We also have no reason to do that.
Better chance of survival.
I feel like we disagree.
I very much
What
disagree.
happened to my master survival? He's not himself anymore.
I don't know what you mean. Your master?
I don't say anything else on that. Fuck you. Get it.
I'm just like picturing Stonewalker like whispering under her breath, "Fuck you," like she's too scared to say it out loud.
Aww.
Idelia doesn't stand a chance anymore. The people of it are gonna have to give in to the void. The island won't be completely killed, just drained of most of its life, and once the void has completely taken control of the ley lines here, it'll give just enough energy back to keep this place alive. People can live symbiotically with the void.
Is this supposed to be convincing? Because this sounds terrible.
Is that why you killed off all of your guard? The ones you didn't think would understand? How are they going to live with the void? Apparently some can't.
Wow.
They were all raised with different traditions. Traditions that are ingrained so deeply that I knew I couldn't change them. But you're from the outside, right?
And the rest of Idelia? Weren't they not raised with those same traditions?
That's why they have to be subjugated.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a good guy term.
It's the best way to achieve peace in Idelia. Once we take over, and all military power is taken away from Idelia, normal people will have to cope with the new rule. We're not going to oppress them.
Yeah, cope. That's a good way to. That's a
You
good way
just
to
said
life.
you were gonna subjugate them.
Only as far as changing the regime that controls everything. My family has for generations been responsible for keeping peace between northern and southern Idelia. It could all be united under one rule now.
And your two friends who were protecting you until the end?
She winces as soon as you say that.
The ones who knew that something was changed about you? The ones who fought, even though it went against their own ideals for you? And lay down below us right now? Pools of their own blood?
So they're dead.
There was no other choice.
If it makes you feel better, he killed me.
You have the markings of Alquam. And of course Duncan is with you.
So your guards, your friends, half of the people of Idelia probably, those people can't live under the rule of the Void. You've already lost so much. Do you really want to lose more?
Do you know what Idelia was before this all began? It was a playground for two gods that fought each other. Their battles would sometimes involve towns and cities. I'm sure that Duncan didn't emphasize that, but Kieran and Alquam destroyed this place many times over. Their religions managed to keep the battles away from large populated areas, but someday they would have gone out of control and Idelia would have been completely consumed. So what's the difference between two gods fighting over this place and one entity that only wants to survive?
I would ask those who would trap those gods here.
Looks to GAE-EL.
Alquam and Kieran do not care where they fight. They simply were made to fight here.
Well, I can't argue with that.
When we're done with this, we have heard that Idelia will not survive. Losing the shard, defeating the Void, Idelia will fall. But that doesn't mean the people can't still survive. The rulers of this place need to evacuate the citizens so they can live, even if it's somewhere else.
I suppose we don't have a lot else to talk about then. I'm too close to an achievable peace in Idelia. She gets coated like a small, whirlwind of the energy you guys have come to associate with the Void. That purplish fire coats her. When it disappears, she's holding a great sword and is fully armored. Bap. Initially, she has a helmet, a horned helmet that she pulls off and throws to the side.
Yeah, it's loading.
Yep.
Aw, damn.
With sword and
like a-
shield gone, I guess the wielder has to fall next.
Robin, tell Stonewalker to fuck this bitch up.
Yo, Stonewalker, fuck this bitch up.
You might want to keep hiding and not bringing up where you're at. No, I'm kidding.
I just got a runtime error trying to load this picture.
Who is that man hiding behind a pillar and yelling to you? Nothing.
Oh, she knows he's there. She's there. They're there.
Nothing, all right? Shut up.
The point isn't to have my have it be so that I'm hidden. It's so that I'm behind cover.
Yeah. All right. So, I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative. Is anyone start figuring out what you're gonna do on your first turns, people? Because
got it.
Already figured it out.
I'm pretty sure I know.
This has to be a little bit more intimate than last time. I'm not gonna blast her away because I could try to blast her off the mountain, but nah.
How far away is she?
her, from you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You could target her, and it would.
I'm trying to.
Hold control and click on her.
That's what I'm doing.
She's 35 feet from you.
35 feet, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So.
Robin, what's my body look like?
I'm Frederick. And I'm Jim. And we
It looks well toned.
Oh, yeah.
So we're starting.
Well, thank you.
Robin, you have the first round.
All right. What kind of sword is it that she has? That's a long sword, broadsword.
That is a great sword. It's a very large sword.
It's a pretty great sword.
Is it? Would I be able to use Arcana to tell if it's magical?
Yep. Go ahead and try to roll that.
That's a 20.
It doesn't seem to be at the moment, but she did summon it with magic, so it's possible that it's she may have more of these.
Okay. So using what is it? What's the thing I'm thinking of?
Your item breaker thing?
Yeah, item breaker. Wouldn't really do anything here, I'm guessing, then.
Hmm.
You know what? Might as well try it, because I know you're not going to confirm or deny that. So, yeah. I'm going to... Object you target suffers 2d6 damage. So I'm going to target her sword.
Does she have to... what's the range on that? Let's see, your maledictions, I believe they have an effective range if they don't say it. Let's go onto your sheet and find out. Robin, abilities. Maledictions. If it doesn't say on the ability what the range is, then the range is a range of 20 feet. Yeah, so 20 feet for that. If the other one says, let's see, what is it? It's item breaker. So
item breaker doesn't say a range.
Yep, so it would be the 20 feet. She is out of range. So effectively, if she's within range of your Aura of Misfortune, then she'd be within range of that.
Who's... Hang on, who's next on the
It took us
list?
100 years to get a new
Walker?
member.
Okay. So then I'm going to move up to here. And use Item Breaker. And I am also going to use... where is it? Notes. I'm going to use 10 Inspiration.
There's no inspiration in this fight.
Oh. Yeah, he told us
Okay.
about that last time. No inspiration for this fight, unfortunately.
Alright, 2d6.
I can't
And
use
besides, she has to suffer, she has to do a wisdom saving throw against you.
Oh.
So yeah, let's see just quickly, what is your malediction? Your malediction thing is 8 plus proficiency, which means it's 8 plus 8 plus 6, so it is 14. She needs to beat a 14. Can she beat a 14? Oh yes, also this means that the bad guys also do not get any. She did not beat a 14.
Oh, that changes everything, actually. Oh, yeah.
It'd be pretty butts of me to give the enemies inspiration and not you.
Okay, new first plan. All right, I'm good.
All right, so she does not match it, so it's going to take 2d6. Go ahead and roll the 2d6. You can roll it again if you want, since you did it out of order.
Okay. Good, because I know I can do better than a 3, which I did.
All right. So you rush up to her and you skid to a halt. As you do, you concentrate one of your maledictions. Make sure to... That takes a point from you, right? So you should make sure to mark down on your actions tab that you used one. Like I just clicked it for you, but make sure you...
For each additional point of strife consumed, you may increase the base, so I don't think it uses a strife point.
I think
For each
maledictions-
additional one, yeah, it's so you
Yeah.
can add more to do more.
Yeah, maledictions
Yeah.
always cost a point.
Oh, okay.
So, you fine with that, and do you want to use extra?
No.
Okay. So yeah, just remember to go there, and you know where to click, right, to knock them off?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you rush up, and you concentrate on it. You put your hand out to her. As you do, the greatsword that she's carrying, which she raises as if to defend from a spell, suddenly cracks. This is a very Yuash vs. Ichigo moment of like, nice Bankai, crack. It does not break the sword, though. Stonewalker, your turn.
My thoughts of protecting GAE-EL from what I'm about to do is probably outweighing my thoughts of just calling lightning down on this bit. So I'm going to go ahead and touch GAE-EL and use Land Bond.
Oh, damn.
Land Bond. All right. What's that do?
I touch a willing creature and infuse it with ley energy, creating a bond between the creature and the land. Since I'm already attuned to the ley line, do I have to attune to the new ley line?
It would kind of be different, so we're gonna roll it. So this is a level 1, so it's 10 plus 1 if I recall. Roll me concentration, was it? I think. I'm trying to get this memorized so that I don't have to go back into the thing every time.
I have no idea.
Using ley lines, click. Yeah, DC's 10. So roll your spellcasting ability.
So my wisdom.
Yeah, so you're looking to get over an 11 here. You did it!
13.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the weak ley line sheet.
Okay. If you click on the using ley lines thing in your abilities, it's got a link to all the tables.
Abilities using ley lines. Weekly.
So go ahead and roll from that table.
It didn't come up. It just kind of threw it in the tried to throw it in the chat. It's not coming up. There we go. Found it.
I brought it up for you.
Oh, yay. 9.
Well, since you're not damaging GAE-EL,
unfortunate.
I assume you don't want to knock him prone.
Well, what Lamb Bond does is it makes it to where he, any willing creature can, I create a bond between that creature and the land for the duration of the spell, which is 1 hour. If the target is the target has advantage on saving throws and ability checks made to avoid being moved or knocked prone against its will.
Ooh.
Additionally, the creature ignores all non-magical difficult terrain and is immune to the effects of extreme environments such as heat and cold, and altitude.
Okay, so remember that if I ask you to make like a check against being moved, GAE-EL. Because I will forget among the many things that I have to do.
I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to move myself over here and tell Finn to fly about.
Aww.
So Finn will be within some sort of range whenever I call upon him.
Finn flies over there. Give her turn.
Land on Eric.
She climbs the thing, kills Finn. No!
Oh my god!
You took away my sword and shield. I take away your bird.
Why?
Why?
Gearfrey spins his new glaive and rushes her.
Damn.
He is not one for messing around. He is only going to get one attack because one of his arms is still not working properly, having used way too much magic in it to punch down that wall. So he's only going to get one attack as opposed to his usual ones. And bop! That's a hit. Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
How do you like your guy's weapon?
Oh wait. Also, sorry. As he does that, as he rushes her, because she just hit initiative 20, so she is going to get to do a layer action. Where is your sheet, Thelka? There it is. Gets to do a layer action. She's going to use Absorb Abyss. 2d12. 2. Roll. Cool. Alright, she's going to gain 15 temporary hit points. Energy seems to come up from the ground as GAE-EL's rushing towards her and coats her in an aura of more bluish mist that swirls around her and obscures her. As GAE-EL attacks, Gearfrey attacks. As Gearfrey attacks.
Fusion dance.
Just end up with one really quiet person.
Gearfrey, Robo-Revenant.
Robo-Revenant.
All right.
It took us 100 years to get a new member.
So that hits damage. Did that not target correctly? It did not. Control. Control click. Why did that not work? Control click. The thing that I said would work isn't working. Why are you...
What hell?
Why? What hell indeed. There it is. Had to hit it on the initiative tracker. Alright, let's roll out again. Where are you? Wow. Okay, so as he goes to attack, he ignites the end of the glaive and brings it down on her. The swirling vortex of energy around her actually stops the blade from making contact with her and brushes away most of the fire. It seems to get diffused and put out as he attacks. He pulls away at the last second.
Attuned to sparring with this weapon.
The blue aura surrounding her seems to have been diminished by the attack, but it is not completely gone.
The word friend might be premature here.
It's now Finn's turn.
By the way, just a reminder that she is suffering saving throws.
She's suffering... Oh, right. The 1d4. When she has to roll d20 stuff, I will keep that in mind. And also, that would have affected Gearfrey, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And also Finn.
Oh, yes. If you hover over Robin, does it show you guys Robin's area of effect?
It should.
Big black square.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're within that, you roll 1d4 and take that off your rolls. Just a reminder.
Yay.
Delka's turn.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, boy.
What are you gonna do? Probably not that yet.
oh fuck.
I'm gonna taunt her. You're not even that cute.
Die!
I mean, let's not lie to ourselves, Stonewalker.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's pretty banging.
This is the tactic that Little Al told me to do. Just insult people until they go away.
Robin, call her a quim.
I don't know what that is, so I'm kind of uncomfortable doing that.
It's a very bad word. It's a very bad word.
It's not great, yeah.
And get it, made it into a Disney movie.
Okay. So first of all,
It took us 100 years to get a new member.
where are you? Bop.
I love antiquated language.
All right.
Oh shit.
Stonewalker, she puts her hand over towards you since she saw you preparing to do something. You see the air shimmer around you, but whatever she's trying to do seems to fail. The ground underneath you gets, like, scratched as if a very large claw tried to, like, dig into it and pulls back.
Wow, the insult worked.
Yeah, yeah.
She's then going to turn, and she's going to take an attack at one Mr. Gearfree.
Oh. You're
free.
Do, do, do.
This is why we're twins.
Alright. And she's gonna miss. I'm gonna see if she gets a negative number here. I'm gonna roll the 1d4. Nope. She could have gone to the negative. She did a really bad on that roll. She takes a swing at Gearfree, and Gearfree manages to dodge to the side of it. As she attacks, the aura around her disappears entirely.
Ooh, that's good.
That sounds excellent.
The next turn belongs to Duncan. Duncan, what you gonna do, buddy? Bop. Where are you? He has a lot of spells. That would not be good for anybody here. Let's not do that. Alright. He is going to use Orb of Light. Yes. He's going to cast it as a 6th level spell, which means he has to do a check. Where are you? Where's your spell thing? Where is it?
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah. How did we see? 10 plus 6.
It's like little owls spreading.
Bah. Okay. He failed the. Okay, he got a nat 1 on that.
Oh no!
Alright, so Duncan.
Hi, Gearfree.
Duncan begins conjuring a spell and praying to Alquam. Because as the way his spells go, he has to, he doesn't have spell slots, but he has to ask Alquam for each casting. And it can go horribly wrong, which it just did.
Alquam's like, he's like, Alquam, help me with this. I don't know, I really hate this bitch, but fuck you too,
Alquam attempts to give him his blessing. As he does, the void itself interferes with his battle, as it has a stake in this, and cuts Alquam off entirely from Duncan. Duncan loses his spell casting for 1 hour.
Oh my god!
Builds up an orb of light that he attempts to throw, and as he does, it just disappears. He opens his eyes suddenly, having just been praying, and just mutters, "I've been abandoned."
Again?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh god.
This is why I dislike Alquam.
Wow.
So he's gonna go ahead and do something else entirely, which is, he touches some of the stars. The cry. He's going to touch some of the stars that are on his cloak. And he's going to draw out magic that's in those. 6 charges. And it just naturally hits.
Oh.
Go ahead and target Thelka. Targeted, I think. No.
Get that bitch.
Targeted.
Fuck her
There
up.
we go.
Her and her adorable unisex hairstyle. Fuck her up.
Like, I
Bam!
really like her design.
Yo, yeah.
He seems to draw some of the star patterns off of his cloak and fires them. Several beams of energy strike Thelka. The ground around her is
Jesus.
seared a little bit. She takes 25 damage.
Aw,
Jesus.
fuck. Get it, Duncan.
That was really good. He
Yeah.
got mostly max rolls on that.
Get it.
Get it indeed.
Isla.
Hell yeah.
I hate that it does that. Whenever it's my turn, my computer goes BAH! And I think something awful has happened.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh, fuck.
she is going to go ahead and say no to what Duncan just did.
What do you mean say no?
What? It's someone else's fucking
No,
turn.
you
Has to
didn't-
deal with
you
it.
didn't
That's
hit me.
bullshit.
No, you didn't. My power is the power to not be hit by energy blast.
My power is smart to have all the powers.
What is this malarkey?
You're dead. No, you didn't hit me.
All right, it's melee attacks, so she can't do that to that. But Isla, your turn.
Okay, fuck. Oh.
If you scroll over your character, Isla, I changed your reach, the big like black box that is your area of effect. That anything within that you can throw a bomb at.
Cool. I was gonna try something different.
Okay.
But I don't know, because I would have to get super close to try and do it. So I'm kind of thinking that I might just bomb that bitch. So I'm gonna have to move a little bit anyway to do that. I might move.
I went upstairs to collect my puppy, and my papa and my puppy were doing the cutest thing ever. Because my papa hates dogs, but he was like had them in his hands, going do. So I decided to just walk away without letting them know I was there.
Oh my god. Okay. So I'm gonna be here. Then. Can I crossbow that bitch?
Yeah, you
Or
can hit it with a crossbow.
Bombing probably a better idea. What does for damage? And
Throw something with necrotic damage. Gear free is a robot.
He's a rabbit. Fuck it, I haven't bombed anything in forever. I want a bomber.
Eric's body just rots.
Yeah, right.
Goodbye, Eric.
No,
Or just
yeah, right. I
use
just
the
explode
mutagen.
Eric's body.
It just gets blown off the chains and falls off the mountain.
Finn, collect him.
It's gonna take a lot of. There's a lot of pieces now.
Actually. Second.
Use the mutagen.
No!
I don't know. I think it's a pretty good idea.
I think they use it on. Shut up. Yeah, no. Standard bomb.
Lorenzo died for you. Come on.
Jesus. I want to standard bomb this bitch. So I just roll for it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Wait. Ah.
Good roll.
Make sure you select her as a target.
Fucking. I tried to. Speaking butt.
Scroll over her.
Fucking. I'm trying to.
You gotta click yourself first.
Okay. Go. Do it again. Fucking. I don't know.
Let's see. Is it targeted?
Yeah. It was.
Nope.
Then
So hold
wait.
control and clicker.
That's what I'm doing. All it's doing is telling me how far away she is. It's 25 feet.
Oh, then I guess you must have her targeted. That's weird. Meow. Unable to target token, not linked to combat tracker entry. Oh, that's what's happening.
What? What did you do?
What did you do?
What did I do? Did I
That
break
particular
it? Fucking I don't
that
know.
particular token wasn't actually linked to her entry in the combat tracker.
Oh my god.
Click on her and target again.
Fucking.
Do
Yeah,
it.
so-
There you go. I was wondering why some things weren't working on my end too. Anyways, go ahead.
I didn't want to say anything, but you know.
God.
God damn it.
Alright, so 8 damage. I'll just calculate that in. So fire type. Okay. 30. Bam. You throw a bomb at her, it detonates. However, Gear Free is going to take splash damage from that.
Wait, no. I have the fucking...
Consider it bomber. Alright, you're excluding Gear Free?
Damn right I am.
How dare you? What if Gear Free wanted to get hit? Have you considered Gear Free's feelings?
What if he's a masochist?
He just looks back at the explosion in front of him. Damn it! I wanted to be hit with that.
You know, want to make sure nobody gets hit. Domestic film.
I mean, except Falca, obviously.
Yeah, obviously her. Fucking, you know what
I have a skill that only activates when I'm bombed.
Alright. Ian, your turn then.
I'm even bombs at. Fuck.
You'll have to reselect her, just so you know.
That?
Yep, you did it.
Cool. Alright.
Did it.
I like tap Duncan on the shoulder. Sorry, man, but I'm taking one out of your playbook. Hold my sword to the sky. Starfall!
Yeah, Starfall!
It's happening!
Alright.
Hey!
Starfall! Alright.
Starfall!
It's Starfall!
Going into the sword.
This place, people.
Deja vu.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so Starfall, Shimmering Bolts, 60 feet, Bolt Strikes, 8d6. So you know only one of them's going to hit her, though.
Yes, I am aware.
Okay, so 6 up dexterity.
It just seems like it's basically a free, super powerful spell. I may as well go for it.
That's true. Free dexterity saving throw reduces damage to half, prevents blindness, being knocked prone. Jesus. Okay, so, dexterity saving throw,
And she has to do like what, a minus d4 on her saving throw?
Yes, negative 1d4.
Whoa, what? What does that do?
It's going to hit her. If it hits her, it will blind her and knock her prone. Yes. 8d6 radiant damage. So she has to roll. What is your spell save DC?
Where is that shit? Spell save DC. Shit, where is that actually written?
Jeez. That's one of the things that I wish Fantasy Grounds would write better. Where are you, my friend?
You know, kid, you're really leaving an impact on me.
Could it be written one of the spells?
Yeah, I'm trying to correlate some things. I think yours is 11.
That low?
Well, let's see. Your spellcasting stat is... Actually, that wouldn't make sense. It should be your spellcast... Where are you? Spellcasting with extracts. Your spellcasting stat is... Intelligence. So it'd be 8 plus your proficiency modifier, which is 3, so 11, plus intelligence, which is 8. Oh, I see why it's not factoring in. Plus intelligence. I see why it's not factoring in there. There. Now that should be... Yeah, it's 16.
Okay, that sounds more.
That makes more
Eyes
sense.
cannot help but to orbit the celestial body. Ha!
Alright, Streamlabs. You're gonna need to go ahead and not show all the information that I don't want. Gonna have to do exactly
So
what I
where is
want.
the spellcasting DC at? Because I'm trying to find mine too.
It's not written in any certain place. What I did is I went into his spells. Here, I'll go into yours. I go into spells. I looked for spells that have the little like hourglass beside them, and I opened them until one of them set a DC. Yours is 15. Okay. With yours, I went into Earthbind, and I opened the magnifying glass, and it said strength save 15.
Gotcha.
Yes, that tells you. Yeah. All right. So time to roll, Thelka. Dabba dabbo. She has a very low dex, by the way. Ah! But she made it. She did it, though.
Oh my
But
god.
she has to do a minus D4.
Right, she does! Oh, that means she's gonna fail it because she just made it. I'm gonna roll it anyways to see how high it is. Bah! It was a 3! She doesn't succeed! Roll 8d6!
Thank you, malefactor. Is there a way to do that automatically, or?
Unfortunately,
I can do 5 or 10. Well, I can do it 4 twice, I guess.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Poison immune, bludgeoning, adamantine immune. Okay, so
26.
26 indeed. And what type of damage is that again?
That
I
is.
think it's radiant, isn't it?
That would make the most sense, but let me make sure. Radiant, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in that case, she has no resistances to this type of damage. 26.
Yes. Hell
59.
yeah.
You conjure up bolts of light that come from the sky and like lash out at her. One of the pillars, the pillar beside Stonewalker, gets hit by one of them and detonates. The others fly off, like destroying parts of the mountain. One of them hits her, pushing her back.
Careful, Ian. I'm kidding.
The entire side of the mountain shakes with the attack.
To be clear, I meant to hit all of those things.
It did work for dramatic effect, but it was, you know.
GAE-EL, it's your
I'm in
turn.
complete control. No worries.
I believe in you, Ian.
I'll start walking towards her.
I can't hear you, Eric, but it's
I know.
appreciated.
Saying, I am a blade of Alquam. I feel it only befitting that Alquam have a chance to talk to you himself.
Oh, fuck.
Are you
As he
beseeching?
closes up, he will use beseech.
Oh no, this goes wrong sometimes!
No! Abort!
Oh, shit. 1 sec. Before that.
Can I
need to roll,
brainwash
like,
him into not?
Sorry, I
You
mean,
might
I need
wanna-
to roll something to see if I can use Starfall again in the same day. Remember?
Oh yes. It's
Oh wait, we get beseech after a long rest, right?
Yep, so you both have it back.
I'm gonna give mine to him.
Okay. So he'll roll just one normal one and then take it instead of rolling disadvantage.
But I give GAE-EL my beseech, so.
I
Yeah,
have
normally
to
you roll disadvantage, so you're giving it to him.
Since
so.
we're the only two with it, unfortunately now.
Let's see, what is...
I have to roll a d6, and if I roll a 6, I can use it again. If not, I have to wait until the next dawn.
Right. Whoa!
Hey!
I am so happy right now.
Oh, don't worry, Eric. We're gonna get your body back.
Hell yeah, we are.
Wait, what?
GAE-EL, before you do beseech, you might want to move
Hey,
like
everyone.
one tile to the left or
Tough
to the right.
crowd.
Is he within your thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So blinded and
I would like to give up my beseech, but I'm dead.
blinded
Blinded and knocked prone.
and prone. She can deal with prone on her turn, but yeah.
She's so fun.
Can she though?
Yeah.
Good.
So what? Did like the star hit her directly in the eyes?
I mean, it's made of light, so when it exploded on her, it's as if a
Oh.
flash bomb went off right in
Ian,
front
you
of
have
her.
another one of those, right?
I do.
I'll see if I can make it a bit easier for you to hit it.
Thank you. As long as she stays within
she'll
the
stay where
malefactor
she's at.
boundary.
And I'm gonna throw this in the dice tower.
Oh, it's 90 fucking 8!
Oh my god.
What is that?
Yeah.
mean?
That is the highest I think anyone's gotten on this table.
Jesus.
How fucked is she?
It's not too
that-
late to give up, although it might be too late to give up.
Oh
Isn't it
my
like-
god.
It is, isn't it?
So,
Yes.
Aaron, roll plus 10. Just like type 10 in the modifier thing and then roll that against her.
It was slash die. 10. I barely used that.
You should be able to just like in the modifier thing in the bottom right hand corner, just type 10 into it, then just
Oh,
roll
yeah.
the d20 onto the thing. You guys may dramatically curb stomp her.
Oh,
27 altogether.
That hits. All right, so you have access to all Dark Bolt. You have access to 10 tendrils that each do 1d10 cold damage, plus could strip her of her Constitution saving throw. She has to roll against that, so she's going to roll a Constitution saving throw. Thelka, you are not doing well.
Is that an attack roll as well?
Yes.
Plus 4 on top of that. 17,
What's your spell save DC?
31. My spell save DC?
Yeah.
Abilities. I believe
sad.
15 or 16. Let me double check. What were you hiding?
This is so satisfying after last week.
Dude, because we struggled so hard last week.
We just
I
got
don't
on
know what you guys are talking about. I thought last week
Oh
was
my god.
awesome.
Like, I'm just
I don't know,
glad
I
he
think my
didn't
wing's
get
pretty
blinded.
badass.
I'm just glad he didn't get blinded or cursed.
Dealing 100 damage in one turn? I mean...
Oh, wait.
I can't find it on this sheet. One sec. I'll just look at my spell casting.
Okay. If it helps, if you know what your spellcasting thing is, you should be able to...
What was it? It's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma, right?
Yeah. Charisma bonus. So not the saving throw one, the other one. Actually, if you want, an easy way to reference it is look at your charisma saving throw. Because
it's 15. Yeah, I was right.
It's 15 total?
Yeah.
Alright, she got that. She met that. So she's not going to lose her reaction. But roll... I mean, I'll ask you this out of pure formality. You can target up to 10 people with these tendrils. Who do you want to target?
Just her.
All right, roll me 10.
Thelka.
Finn.
He's about to tentacle Thelka.
And the last one is Finn, yes.
Roll me 10d10.
Oh my god.
Okay.
She's going to take half of it.
Oh shit.
I just want to check something real quick. No, that wouldn't have worked.
You're casting Darkbolt as if it was a 9th level spell.
Oh my god.
So we're tentacling Falcon now.
Get out of here, Emerald.
Do each of them get... Oh, that didn't work. It's like... I'll put them in the dice thing. Also, I think my Aura of Hate would apply to that. Which gives plus... For each attack roll I do, I get plus my Charisma modifier, so plus 4 to each of those. I don't know if that would go with that one. This is any attack me or
I feel like it'd be like collectively one attack for all the ones that you double up.
Mm-hmm.
So plus 4 on top of that, so 60 total.
Okay.
So you're gonna do half of that. So what is that? That brings it up to Jesus.
30 days.
What in the world is wrong with you?
So fucked.
So yeah, these this giant shadow that appears to be Alquam rises up. Your shadow expands out and it rises up from it. It suddenly bursts and changes shape into these massive tentacles of darkness that strike her and push her farther back yet. These tentacles also break off chunks of the lookout behind her. Eric's body, it breaks the chains that are holding it. They disperse and Eric's body falls down beside the altar.
Well, thank God I didn't fall off the fountain.
Just like ragdolls.
Flop.
Alright. Which makes it Robin's turn.
What can you tell me about the state of Eric's body?
Doesn't look good. The chains are still
destined.
on it, but the chains are broken and limp. They're no longer between the statues because the statues just got demolished.
Could he run to get it and then run to safety somewhere?
You'd have to get the chains might prevent it from being pulled.
Oh.
Certainly, Izzy.
I mean, if you get me on my body, I might be able to blow the chains up.
Would it be? Is it in the state where I can put the ring on it, and and let
Is he
him
wearing gloves?
come back.
He is as he is with chains around him. It's the most specific answer I can give you.
So I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna follow the advice that Rihanna gave me. Gonna put a ring on it.
All right, as you do this. Where are you?
Beyonce?
What?
I don't fucking
No,
know.
it's
I'm
Beyonce,
just thinking about it.
It's single
I got
ladies.
it in my head. I was thinking about it. I'm sorry.
Roll me a strength.
No, you're-
Robin,
you're
roll
good,
me
you're
a strength saving throw. Actually, I can do this for you now that I think about it.
Add +4 to that because he's within. Is he within 10 feet of me?
I think so. Yeah, that's how wide my aura is, and you're in.
Yeah.
All right. So
I guess it'd be my. Oh no, you're me. You're on. So yeah.
So I can make this. I should be able to make this automatically roll. Bap. 318. All right, you succeed that. As you get near it, the chains begin to come alive and seem to try to grab at you. Do you want to continue trying to do this? You'll be able to get away from them, but you're very aware that as long as you're there, they may continue to try to grab you.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You can manage to get. Did I say my name?
No, thank you.
Oh. Okay, you get the ring onto him. I'd like you to roll me another a dexterity saving throw to see if you can get it on despite the chains trying to attack you.
Shit.
Yep, you managed to.
Yeah.
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 Woo!
All right,
Hey.
Eric. Eric, when you wake up, you're going to be very exhausted.
Oh no.
And covered in living chains.
Everyone gets one.
At least I'm not blind anymore.
However, you are still bound by these chains.
I thought you were going to say, however, you are
because
still blind.
You are slightly disappointed because, unlike Martin, you don't wake up with boobs.
Well, we're sorry. We tried.
Am I able to still attack this turn, or is that it?
Thank you, Robin.
That will definitely have taken your action.
Yeah, you
Okay.
dodging those chains, dude.
All right, so you are now in there. Yeah, you'll have several levels of exhaustion. So
Level 6,
Rob-
you dead.
Okay,
That's what about.
Stonewalker, but that means initiative 20 hits, so don't move just yet because she can take layer actions on initiative 20. And she doesn't even have to be able to see to do these. That's wonderful.
Well, she's prone right now, right?
Yeah, she doesn't need to stand to do these things.
Oh, okay.
These are things that she can do just because, like, she can affect the environment around her.
Well, I hope she has a lot of those because she probably won't be standing after this too.
Oh,
Damn.
taking down bitches' knees.
Okay, so
It's
she...
my turn.
Her up!
You've come
it my
for
turn?
your knees, woman.
Once you turn layer action.
What?
We are purveyors of knees.
What, Aaron?
Oh, I was saying he's asking if it was his turn. I'm like, I think she's taking the layer action first, then your turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's 'cause she takes a layer action on initiative count 20, which is where you are, but she takes precedence. So she's going to. She's targeting Robin. She's already got you bound, so she's going to go ahead and retry this. Bap. And then you get a +4 from GAE-EL, which you fail. More chains seem to conjure up and grab you. They bind you. They lift you slightly up into the ground, or up off the ground as well.
They lift me into the ground.
They lift you into the ground, my friend. Somewhere a programmer begins to cry.
Oh.
Okay, but now you can take your turn. Oh wait, hold on. So
Friendship really is the ultimate weapon.
Reading the full effect. 1 sec.
Eyes cannot help but to orbit the celestial body. Ha!
Yep, you can reattempt the saving throw to get out of this at the start of your turns, just so you know.
Okay.
So, Deco, you can take your turn now.
There was a reason I did my last spell
Okay.
with my land bond. I'm going to cast Lay Disruption.
Okay.
It's a spell that centers around an area for 15 feet, so I'm gonna put it like right here.
All right.
And basically, any creature that starts its turn in the area or enters the area for the first time must succeed on the strength saving throw or fall prone. If you cast this spell within the area within the influence of a ley line, creatures have disadvantage on their saving throws against the effect.
Isn't she already prone and blind though?
But she's gonna have to try to get up.
But she will be prone already at the start of her turn.
It also everything within that area becomes difficult terrain.
Keeping in mind, standing up isn't that's not a check. That's just giving up half your movement speed.
Understood, but it's going to be difficult terrain for her to move, so she is going to have to moving inside of it. She's going to have to have saving throws.
Okay.
And she's going to have disadvantage on them with since it's within the ability of a ley line.
Gotcha.
But GAE-EL is also in this, but he has a land bond on him, so he should be able to have advantage on.
So you're putting it like you're centering it like right there.
I'm centering it to a point where it won't affect Eric because I'm still worried about him.
So it's there, and then what is the range of it? 10 feet?
Whoa.
15.
That's
15
cool
feet?
looking.
I think that's just like a scribble.
That is a scribble.
Yeah, but it looks cool as shit though.
So 15 feet. Is that 15 feet out from that point?
Those are like the expensive crayons.
15-foot radius. 15-foot radius sphere. So anything
Crayola.
Box.
It's a 15-foot radius sphere, so anything above and below it too.
As above, so below.
Oh shit.
Trying to get this as accurate as I can. That is roughly where it affects. I am so professional.
Is that a booby?
It's boobing. Trust me, I know.
Oh.
Listen, children.
Yes.
Oh, fuck! Draw a circle. I forgot that that was a thing.
Wow.
Can anyone see? Can you guys see that? Can you guys see-
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Draw
Yeah,
a circle.
blue
Done.
circle.
Dude, draw circles so much cooler because it's like all bluey, like my eyes
Yeah.
whenever I'm under ley energy.
Yee.
I
We've
don't think
never
it's gonna hit a lot of people.
had to use that, so you know.
Unfortunately, it probably is going to hit a lot of people, but GAE-EL has advantage against it, and she has a chance to fall prone every time she tries to make an action.
Damn.
And I'm just outside of range.
Okay,
Get out of
so
there, gear free.
Yeah, gear free is like on the precipice.
so that doesn't cause any immediate
Ow,
effects,
I
though. Does
left.
that doesn't cause any damage or anything?
There's no damage. If you fail the save, you are not prone,
Okay.
and it lasts for up to a minute.
All right. So
So I'm guessing with that, like a couple turns. I don't know how long a minute is.
that would be 10 or
10
20 turns. Yeah, 10 if we'll say 10. All right. Gearfree is going to charge headlong into it cuz Gearfree don't give a fuck.
Oh god.
He has to beat my spell save DC, so 15, I think. No, strength roll against it.
Strength roll against that? Yeah, I think Gearfree can do that.
Gear free, you are the best of us.
He has disadvantage though.
Gear free is the best.
He has
of
disadvantage? All right.
Add
Yeah,
plus 4. 'cause
Only that one, so I mean...
I'm gonna wreck it. Oh god.
He takes a step as you cast this. You like create energy that makes it hard for things to move in the area. He takes a step forward. His foot slams into the ground, and he feels his whole body seize up. He like drives the glaive into the ground and uses it to hold himself up as he falls prone. In fact, he net 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and stun him.
I think you got mine and Carrie's rolls this game.
Yo, right?
I
This
said I'm
is
gonna net one my
our
first
show,
action.
not your show.
All right,
Stop
there you
taking
go.
our spotlight, gear free. Kidding.
Wait, I have a question.
What's up?
Are we allowed to use inspiration dice?
No.
No.
No inspiration dice.
Fuck.
Which is why I thought giving her disadvantage and GAE-EL advantage is like really good in this situation.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Finn's turn. What do you want, Fiend?
Gouge out her eyes. That
Then
still don't
flies
work.
around the pillar and then perches again.
Gouge out.
All right.
Jeez.
I don't think he can enter that area without dying. So.
All right.
God.
Her turn.
Oh fuck. Good luck, bitch.
All right. So yeah, you say that.
No.
What is being blinded like mechanically do to her?
Lowers her rolls, though she's going to recover from it now.
Ah.
She shouldn't be able to like aim for anything though. She's like blind.
So. In
Well,
order for
she
her
would
to
have
move,
disadvantage and stuff.
In
but
order
because...
for her to move, she'll have disadvantage, and she also has the negative effects of Robin on her, right?
Yep. So. Note. It's only when she tries to move movement-wise or takes an action, right?
Or when she starts
so
her turn.
the first time she takes an action inside of there, she has to roll against it.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her roll a wisdom check to see if she can pick up on what's going on from Gear Free. Click. No, so she's going to try to move regardless. She's going to give up half her movement speed to stand, and then she's going to do a strength check to try to do something. And we'll see if this works out for her. She's not had a good run so far, though. Let's see. I'm going to take Robin off of her combat tracker. So strength, you can do this. I have faith in... Oh, I'm also going to get rid of her condition. No more blinded.
But...
No more prone.
But
for now. For now. Yeah, she succeeded that. And
she has disadvantage?
Oh, right. Right.
Oh!
She
And also
succeeded
minus
that.
4.
The 4 would
minus
she'd
D4?
still be above it even if she got a 4.
Okay.
Sure, her lowest was a 21.
This is not going great so far.
What do you mean it's not going great so far?
We were doing so good.
I mean, in terms of the way destruction.
All
It's
right.
fine. She have to. Anytime she moves, she has to do it too.
She is going to, trying to think of how best to describe this. She is going to throw her sword. She takes the greatsword, she spins and she hurls it, and when she hurls it, a chain seems to appear from the end of it, like one of those ethereal chains, and it flies over and lands off behind you.
Behind who? What?
Deco.
Okay.
Oh shit.
She then disappears. And
Bitch.
then reappears at the sword.
Oh, fuck.
Right, she can teleport.
Son of a fucking bitch.
I want to teleport.
Nothing personal, kid.
I just watch as the sword goes by me and I turn to look at her like, oh shit.
I remember when I could teleport.
Shut up.
She disappears in in a flash of purple energy and reappears as if she just flickers in and out of existence.
I didn't know you could do that. No, I'm kidding.
Well then!
She's Nightcrawler.
She's going to take 2 attacks on you. That's a hit.
Ow.
And then... That's a hit!
No, it's not.
Oh,
No,
no.
it's not. What are you talking about?
Alright.
No, bro.
Nah.
Well, there's the first damage.
You finally get to
Mostly absorbed by the inspiration die. Second damage. Not as much absorbed by the inspiration die. Or not inspiration die, by the inspiration hit points.
Ow!
She strikes you twice. Her greatsword ignites with fire, and she strikes you twice with it. Every time she attacks, it lets out this little burst of blue fire that burns the ground and you. After she attacks you, she turns over towards Isla, who bombed her earlier.
Do I have to roll,
Run, Isla! Run!
What, Deco?
I have to. This is a concentration spell.
Okay, so go ahead and... So the highest... You have to do that twice. I believe concentration is it's 10 plus half the... No, what is it? Ah, fuck. I've been trying to get the rules for concentration down.
You're weird.
Google.
I mean, let's just be honest. I'm not really concentrating that much now because she's not even in the fucking spell, but...
Yeah. Oh, bitch.
Click.
It kind of just went through my spell, so I don't really care to keep it up, but still.
Concentration. So what is it? It's taking damage. The DC is 10 or half the damage you take, whichever's higher. So you need to roll this twice. The first time will be 10, the second time will be 12. So
what do I roll?
Constitution.
2.
That was it. It was 10 or half. Well, you failed the first one.
Oh shit!
But you failed the first one is the problem.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No, here's the thing. Again, I'm fine with this because she's no longer in the radius of the fucking spell anyway.
So how do I get... Gotta get rid of you, brah. How do I...
That means Gael and Gearfree don't have to worry about it anymore.
Pointers. Remove this. It's gone.
Eyes cannot help but to orbit the celestial
Alright.
body.
So, that disappears. You lose concentration. Your spell fizzles out. That can also get out of here. That pointer over there.
I just like the idea of looking at her before she does this. Like, I didn't know you could do that.
Alright, Isla. You're being...
Isla, no!
I just got over almost dying.
Bye, Isla.
Alone.
That's a hit.
Fuck!
Alright, I'd like you to roll me a... I can actually automatically roll it for you.
Do it.
Failure. She reaches over towards you, and you feel something clamp down around your neck.
Oh god.
You don't know what it is initially, but it feels like you're being choked. Then you feel pressure on the rest of your body. You're then raised up into the air.
What the fuck?
Oh gosh,
You-
it's a Jedi.
You feel the force of what feels like a giant hand crushing you.
Friendship really is the ultimate weapon.
And since you lost that the once... Boop. And you take 4 damage, but, you know, Duncan's inspiration from earlier gets you through it. As a bonus action, she can then move you. She's going to shunt you... Let's see, how far away would that be?
Get over here!
I swear to God, no! No! I have a plan!
She then lets go of it. Well, she doesn't let go of it. She forces you over there, sends you flying back, and you smash into that pillar.
Isla, what the hell?
I didn't do anything, it was her!
I think you mean...
Unable to talk. Oh, my windpipe appears to have been crushed.
Now Duncan's turn.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, Duncan.
Avenge me!
You're not
Avenge
dead
me.
yet.
Oh god, remember like in the first couple of games when everybody was just like kill Stonewalker and kill Isla? Like, here we go.
It's happening. It's fucking
Okay.
happening right now.
He's gonna rush her and...
It's foreshadowing for this bitch.
Alright. Felka.
Fucking far away. Oh my god.
Yep,
Oh,
she
you're
pushed
right,
you.
Isla.
That's not even as far. She could have pushed you back. She could have done more. Alright, he's going to go... He's going to rush forward since he can't do spells! And then attack.
Good.
Oh! I'm not gonna roll damage, though. Because she's gonna use her reaction. Duncan leaps to attack her like well, he wouldn't summon his scythe because he would have had it out already. Brings it down at her. As it almost hits her, she seems to flicker in and out of existence for just enough time that the attack passes through her.
This is not the Duncan and Gearfree show, that's for sure.
God, fucking reactions.
Alright, I'm just gonna click her I used my react button.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, do you live over like Raceway?
No, I just live near an intersection.
Allie has pretty much the exact same situation for her
You're up
stuff.
so high.
Alright, Isla, you need to make a strength saving throw. Do you want me to make it for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright. So, Isla, that's gotta be under Thelka's thing. Nope! So you take, and then you take an additional 4 damage. You're still, like, not into your actual hit points, though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Alright.
I hurt.
So you are incapacitated currently.
How far can I move before I'm not taking up like my entire turn? Like, how far can I move before I
You
can
can't
stop?
move, period, right now.
You're being
Really?
held by a giant hand.
Son of a bitch. Can I do anything?
Being incapacitated, you...
Like, could I shoot her with my crossbow? No.
One sec. Incapacitated, where are you? Incapacitated. Cannot take actions or reactions. You are unfortunately stuck until you succeed this or someone breaks her concentration.
Fucking someone break her concentration.
If a giant crocodile, she'll be like, the fuck?
Wow, look at how distracting this is, right?
So like I couldn't cast a spell or anything. I can do literally nothing.
You are very much
Look
bound.
at me, I'm a giant Scottish crocodile!
Wow.
Oh, someone fed you your miniature.
Might be
Is this a
premature here.
crocodile? You don't know what mine is.
Ian,
Also,
it's your
Komodo
turn.
dragon.
Yeah.
Not crocodile.
It's your turn, Ian.
It's a crocodile.
Shut up. Alright.
It's a crocodragon.
And yeah, she'll roll concentration checks for this in the same way that she, you'd roll for spells.
Alright. Look at Isla, like, really nervous, like, well, this worked once before.
Oh, shit!
Hold up my sword. Starfall!
Oh, no. Goodbye, life.
It was 16, right?
Yeah.
What's your DC? And she has to make it's Dex.
Wouldn't she have partial cover because Duncan's between the two of them?
It's coming from the sky, though. From the sky.
From the sky.
Cover would be meaningless unless there's a roof.
Yeah.
That's... I'm looking at the wrong
Below
sheet.
ceiling.
That's the wrong person. No, that's the right
You should
person.
have thought twice when you made your house out of mere wood.
Well, no, we're outside right now, aren't we? Like a balcony?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking of like...
Alright, so it hits her. So go ahead and roll 8d6.
Whew.
And it only hits her?
8d6?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what it is. This is a very high level spell.
Yeah, fuck.
Alright, so the DC is going to be 10 that she has to beat. Oh, wait, it's all that collectively, isn't it? So that's 31, so rounded down. She's going to have to beat a 15. She also takes that 31.
You know,
Ooh.
kid, you're really leaving an impact on me.
What are you at?
And
Brain-
she's also blinded and prone.
Damn right.
Which I feel would go a long way to breaking someone's concentration.
You brutes!
But I mean, I'm not a DM. That's just my opinion.
Well, she not won the concentration check, so it's kind of a moot point.
Crap.
Oh shit, it worked again. Yay.
And roll your d6 to see if you can cast it again. If you can, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Do it, Izzy.
Oh, that's
So
fair.
close.
That's super. That's incredibly fair.
Yeah.
I can't be mad about that. I got to use it twice.
Yeah.
Fucking blinded and prone. She's immune to so many things, but blinded and prone are not two of them.
Suck it.
Alright. So,
So this boss fight is basically the GAE-EL and Ian show.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
I'm
All right.
surprised that she doesn't have any of her little armor soldiers.
yet.
Shut
Yeah.
up.
GAE-EL, your turn.
GAE-EL, she hurt me.
Oh.
Guy will walk towards her, and as a bonus action, we'll cast Branding Smite,
Gotcha.
and he will make 2 melee attacks on her.
Go for it. You just saunter, like you're over there, she disappears, you just turn, start walking again. Come back.
I like how casual and business-like Aaron is about to lay some fucking hurt on this thing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
First one is 25. And the second second physical attack is 19.
Yeah, and you have those both hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Get her, Gael!
Fuck her up, Gael!
Beat up this blind woman!
She hasn't hit
Kill
me
her
yet,
for me.
so first damage will be 2. The second damage.
Are you targeting her?
I should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume. Are you not? I assume you're not rolling that from inside the system.
I was using the regular. Oh, do I have a damage button?
Yeah, go into your
You
actions.
Double click what your damage says.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Okay. First one, resisted. Second one, resisted. And then she takes the
This
smite,
meeting
though.
was digi-destined.
And she takes what?
The damage from my branding smite.
Let's see. That should be.
Friendship really is
That should
the
be
ultimate
2d6.
weapon.
2d6 radiant. I don't have it done.
Go into your spells and click on the magnifying glass beside branding smite. There's a.
Oh, there it is.
There's just a button that you can click.
Oh, I see. It would have just added it to one of my damage rolls.
Yeah. Go ahead and redo one of your damage rolls, because she resists your normal damage anyways.
Is it possible to pull up a picture of her again?
Why?
Because I want to look at her armor to plan my next
Partially
move.
resisted.
You can click on images and maps and she'll be in there.
Oh, okay.
And she now glows light.
She's now glowing, blinded. So you strike her. Your first attack as you bring your weapon down. Like chains appear around her and bind your weapon as you try to attack her. Like they pull it back. As you go for the second one, you unleash this blast on her. Your actual weapon doesn't manage to actually hurt her, but the branding smite itself does. You guys up to this point have just been completely, like, going around her resistances, and now she's like, aha! Something I'm immune to!
Now, truly the ball is in focus.
Yeah, getting hit, something I'm immune to.
Now you will all see the wrath of... Instantly cuts to her just, like, falling off the edge because someone threw her. Ah, yes, gravity, right.
Not resistant to
Not
gravity
resistant
either.
to falling. Actually, well, I mean, whatever.
I can make you resistant to falling.
Eric. I need you to, well, I can actually, yeah, roll a strength check.
I won't, but I can.
Hawk?
This meeting was digi-destined.
Ah, Jesus! This place before. Sorry. Like, computer froze and, like, everything you said for the past 2 minutes just came back in, like, one giant burst.
Oh, God.
God.
Like,
Just roll a
Alright,
strength
what do I
check.
need to do?
Roll a strength saving throw.
So just D20.
Yes. You're looking to beat an 18, so this, or a 15, so this is not on
Real
your
dice or
side.
virtual dice.
virtual dice.
Okay. Didn't know if we were still using real dice or not. Did that roll?
I don't see it. There it is.
There it goes.
That's a 9. You try to struggle your way free of the chains, but you don't manage to get out of them.
Can I try using my explodey hand to blow up one of the chains?
You do not have any physical contact with the chains themselves, nor are they actually physically there. They're force constructs that lack any sort of anything resembling magic circuits that you could detonate.
I just look up to Robin. I guess I'm just gonna sit here for a bit.
Brother, help me!
Robin, could you give me a hand, perhaps?
I don't know. We'll see if we can find Lorenzo's later.
Oh my god.
You weren't there for that.
Robin
It was
is-
horrifying to see.
Speaking of which, Robin...
I gave you a hand the entire time that I was wearing you. So, you
And
know
I
what?
appreciate that.
Speaking of which, Robin, your turn.
Also,
I'd
I'm
like
literally
you to
lied
roll
about everything I said to everyone.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, so you managed to break, oh sorry, roll that again. You'll have,
Again?
well, you'll have disadvantage because you're bound.
Oh, okay.
Pacha! You still did it!
Alright, so we'll use the 20.
So you broke free.
So I can do my turn as per normal.
Yes. You'll have half movement speed, but you can do your turn.
half move. What my normal movement is only 30, right?
So, yeah, so you can move 15, so you move 3 squares.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Right?
Eric's just like reaching up to you.
I don't like being constrained. Being a ring sucked.
1, 2,
Your hand?
3. 1, 2, 3. No. Gonna
Hey, if she gets
sit
bodies
here.
like this, maybe we'll find Martin's old body.
Bye, Robin.
And then I'm going
Bye,
to
Robin.
abilities. No, it would be actions. I'm going to go ahead and try and shoot at her.
Okay, you are shooting into a... Alright, that is a miss, unfortunately. You take a shot at her, trying to shoot in amongst all the people that are around her and past that pillar, which is also probably largely broken from one of the earlier fucking giant beams of light.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
You don't manage to hit.
I'm kidding.
Stonewalker's turn, but again, initiative count 20, so Thelka's going to do a lair action. Alright, how big is this? 30-foot sphere. Right. Where are you? Pointers. Circle.
She's got a high AC then, if a 16 was a miss.
Yes.
She's wearing like full plate, looks like.
Yeah.
You shot her and it fucking just like bounced off and nearly nicked me in the ear.
Isla is the only person that will not be hit by this.
Yeah, fuck all y'all.
I don't like to die.
I mean, can I take like a single step backwards?
My old friend.
Wonder if I can
In
set her
fact,
to,
no,
like-
she centers it on you for your starfalls. I'm kidding.
Wonder if I can have her target this. No? No. That's unfortunate. That would have been cool if I could just choose that to hit. One sec while I select all the people she'll be hitting.
Oh no.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Alright, so who is that?
Isla
It's literally everybody but Isla, isn't it?
Yes, everybody but I.
Oops, I am selecting a whole bunch of targets that I did not mean to for...
What are you doing?
What are you
I'm killing everyone!
Including us!
Die!
You were a traitor the whole time.
Just target one!
Everybody die!
Never! I'm trying to figure this system out!
Fucking Isla's outside of it.
I just raised my voodoo staff, combined it with the lightning staff, summoned forth crackling necrotic lightning.
I'm just gonna switch it over to her turn so I can do this. Bam.
Hey, Isla, how you doing
Bam.
over there?
Yo, I'm
Bam,
fine. How y'all
bam.
doing?
Bam, bam.
I'm chained
Oh,
up.
Good to see you back in
Also
your old
Eric.
body, yo. But I mean, you might be about to die.
Also GAE-EL. Also Finn.
Yeah.
No!
Sick.
No,
Finn! Finn!
And let's see. I also need
Kill
to
my
account.
owl. I will literally cause you the most pain you've ever had if I survive whatever the fuck you're doing right now.
If I live, you will die. If I die, good job.
If I die, well then I guess I'll see Finn there.
Where is... I actually need to put on Eric the...
Can the chat donate to keep Finn alive?
No.
Let's put on Eric.
Kick bass.
Alright, here we go. Sphere of Annihilation.
That sounds real bad.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Who succeeded and who failed? Gear
I
free.
succeeded.
Alright, so I'm gonna check.
I got a now. Oh. I don't like that.
Oh no!
Why did that detarget a bunch of... Ah, whatever. Okay, so... So Gear
Okay,
free
you'll do well.
Gear free succeeded. Finn.
Can I take it instead of Finn?
No.
Oh my god.
Why is it doing this? There we go. Finn the Owl.
I swear if she kills my owl, I'm going to kill her. Because I succeeded.
You're trying to kill her regardless.
I'm gonna fucking murder her more.
Was that Ian? That's GAE-EL succeeded. Ian succeeded. STONEWALKER succeeded. Robin failed.
Eric failed, of course.
Well, Eric was also restrained.
Yeah.
And still has that curse on him.
How'd
Duncan
a 0
do?
modifier for con. So.
Hereford succeeded. Oh, did that not target Duncan? Oops.
It should have.
Well, I need to. Duncan, you need to roll a...
He's like, I'm in the safety bubble. The one blind spot of your attack.
I'm directly 45 degrees from her.
Also gear free, I guess.
Gear for it rolled for him up there. He succeeded.
Oh, cool.
And Duncan didn't succeed.
No.
Oh no.
All right, which means
Wait, how tall are these pillars?
about 10 feet.
Damn.
It's not a big deal. A little bit of damage, a little bit of necrotic damage. Don't worry about it. Also, everyone takes 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, shit.
By the way, Logan, what level of exhaustion was I at?
You would be at 1, so you're at 2 now. Also, those who that hit, they take full. Though everyone else,
I'm immune to necrotic damage.
I'm immune to necrotic damage.
Oh. You two take none. Let's see. Ian, you succeeded, right?
Yeah.
We're in the Alquam Club. We don't have to take necrotic damage.
I give necrotic damage?
Question: since I have the marks
Aren't you
outcome,
immune to a whole bunch
do
of
I
shit?
get it?
I'm resistant to slashing.
What, Eric?
Since I had the Alquam marks also, am I immune to necrotic?
No. And you don't have those.
Ours were a specific. Were our specific.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Full body.
I didn't know it was just an Alquam thing.
So Ian is the only other one that. All right, Ian, you take 3 damage. So mark that down on your sheet. You take half from this, and you don't take the exhaustion. So those who are exhausted.
So wait, I take 3 or half of 3?
You take 3.
Okay. Oh,
So,
jeez.
so those of
we
you.
get exhausted if we succeeded, right?
Yeah, if you succeeded, you're not exhausted. So those who didn't, so Duncan and Eric and Robin and Owl, you guys all take another level. Those of you with 1, which is everybody except Eric, you have disadvantage on saving checks or ability checks. Eric, you have if you ever get free, you have half speed and are also that. All right. So, and that is that. So yeah, what happens there? She slams her hand down into the ground, and at the center of that attack, this like storm of energy begins brewing, and then suddenly expands outwards in a huge flash of light. Some of you feel like your skin begin to die and burn and peel away in certain places. Again, Duncan's inspiration from before completely protects Finn. Does most of you quite a bit of good. Let's see.
Oh right, I should be taking that off of the temp, not adding it to
yeah,
the wounds?
temp first. Yeah.
All right, so it's my turn.
Now it's your turn.
I've already lost a quarter of my health.
I'm going to look back to Finn. I'm gonna be like, Finn, get the fuck out!
What's that? I'm getting rid of that bubble.
I'm just gonna tell Finn to like leave because he can't do anything to this girl.
Finn will leave. Use his turn. Finn will fly off this way.
Okay. Just gonna tell him to leave because just get high in the air until I call you again because I don't need you to die and make me lose all kinds of shit whenever you die.
Oh no.
And then I'm gonna look to GAE-EL and Duncan and say I'm sorry, and I'm gonna back off real quick.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna kind of like 5-step movement back, or 5-foot movement back.
All right.
I'm then gonna bring out my lightning wand. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Damn.
Okay. Oh, poor guys.
I have 6 charges. I'm not gonna use all 6, so we can't use our dice to save it from just dying. So I'm not gonna use all 6.
And it is it's fairly clear, remember, so you're not like it doesn't get the extra storm effect.
Oh yeah, that's understandable.
Okay.
But I'm going to make a storm cloud appear 60 foot above us, or 60 foot in diameter above us, and I'm going to cast Call Lightning. First, I'm going to use the charge to cast it, and then I'm going to use 4 more charges to cast it as a level 7 spell.
Okay, so for each 4 hours, so it's getting an additional, additional 4d10. Each creature within 5 feet of the one with dexterity saving throw. Oh no, GAE-EL and Duncan. Or. All right.
That's why I'm saying sorry to them before I move back.
Oh no.
GAE-EL, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. So
Who's there? Who just complimented us?
all right. And then Duncan is going to make a dexterity saving throw. And not succeed. And then Delka's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
She's prone right now, right?
It'll count.
How do you have dexterity saving throw when you're on the ground?
That was not a... she's, like, failed anyways, so... Alright, Nico, so go ahead and roll that damage,
I'll go ahead and just
Oh my god.
That is...
just use that.
I believe that's 7d10.
Yep.
7d10.
Yeah, I'm gonna Stone's Endurance.
What?
What's that?
Please don't kill our party.
Here's 5.
Those are D20s.
Oh, that's D20. Everything's dead.
Did that really just happen? 2 Nat20s in there though. Like, God.
Everything's dead.
Burn it all down.
Okay.
And then there's 2 more. So boom and boom.
Still though.
Yo,
So we're-
yeah.
49 damage.
Alright, I'm gonna reduce my damage by 15.
Alright, you'll have to mark it on your own sheet.
So how much was the total? 45?
Yeah.
49.
49. Okay.
49, so... Let's see. Do you have any resistances there, Duncan? I mean, I don't mean to tell you how to live your life, but...
You need to live it better.
Only Radiant.
StoneWalker gonna straight up murder Duncan.
No. He's relatively good. He's still got more than half his health. That's
I knew
good.
that. Here's the thing. I knew those 2 were the ones with the highest amount of health anyway. But I just saw what she did to us, and me and GAE-EL the only ones who are immune to necrotic damage. So she's like, she needs to die now.
We started out so strong,
She
guys.
needs to fucking die before she kills everybody but me and GAE-EL.
You know what happened, don't you, Carrie? You brought Aaron back into the game, and everybody's luck just died.
Yeah.
She has one.
God damn it.
She has
Aaron's
one
fault.
chance to possibly get away from this.
Oh.
We need to kill that chance.
She's using her reaction. Okay. She's gonna take half of that. So, what was it? 49 half rounded down would be. What about
24.
24? Yeah. 100 and.
I took less damage. Get wrecked.
Do the right number. There we go. As this lightning comes down, as it strikes, like just as it's about to make contact, chains come up around her, and she like seems to flicker out of existence again. Just gonna go ahead and.
Then she flickers back and goes, ah!
Just gonna put her over there. You guys don't know where she goes immediately.
She's in the sky.
As I said, you guys don't know where she goes immediately. I'm putting her over there just because that's where... I don't know how to turn her invisible immediately. Yes, I do. There.
Guys, the crazy lady's gone.
I did it! I disintegrated her!
Oh my god.
I don't know if we're that lucky.
We saved the city.
Can someone get these chains off?
Duncan's turn. Or Gearfree's turn, rather.
I will say that I did say sorry to both Duncan and GAE-EL before I did that.
Gearfree is going to go ahead and take a look around. Gearfree, I need you to make a insight check.
Is he still stunned?
Oh, right. Gearfree's gonna get up. Is what Gearfree's gonna do. Alright, Gearfree's up. Good turn. Good turn, Gearfree.
God damn.
Sorry.
Alright, neither of those recharged. Oh, good. Her turn! Or wait, yeah, I guess it would be... Go back up to the right place, you stupid thing. One sec. There we go. Robin.
Yeah. I don't like that.
I don't like that you say my name.
Out of my turn.
I love Robin spitting and then just stops.
That's a hit. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I really don't. I did not.
You feel chains wrap around you from behind.
No!
You feel something begin to crush you, wrapping around you from behind. You're going to take damage immediately. 7. It was absorbed by your thing. Don't worry about it. You suddenly feel yourself get pulled back as Thelka flickers back into existence over by Eric.
Oh no.
Both Eric and Robin fly backwards and are held over the edge.
Oh, good!
Thelka looks very, very hurt. She's like leaning on her sword, but she has one hand up, like commanding the chains.
What happens when you get struck by fucking lightning?
I never could get the hang of Mondays.
She stops. She seems generally unable to fight. The chains that are binding those two, like, twist around the statues and whatnot. They suspend them out over the gap, and they seem to wind back around her arm, like they're connected to her. She doesn't seem to fight. She seems to look to each of you as if she's waiting for you to do something. Seeing if any of you will act right now.
So Duncan's turn. Or can we act out of turn now?
As soon as anyone tries to do any turn order stuff, it'll go back, but this is a moment for you guys to do anything out of initiative order if you want to.
I still have Call Lightning up.
Oh, God.
As you raise your staff up to possibly call it, she painfully just manages to breathe out the words, "I wouldn't. The attack will go along me to them, and if you kill me, they'll fall."
They knew what this was.
No, I didn't.
I legit say that out loud. They know what this is. You can't be allowed to live. I'm fucking bluffing like crazy.
Eric just stone face.
Should I roll for any bluff or?
Roll deception.
Remember, Stonewalker, I can levitate. I can take the fall damage.
Oh shit! My voice is wavering while I say it.
She nat 20'd that. An insight check back against.
I look at Eric and I'm just like, he just came back, and my voice is just kind of cracking as I say it. Like, they knew what this was. I'll do it. You can't be allowed to live.
Earlier, you tried to appeal to my moral center by telling me about the 2 knights that died for me. It seems out of character for you to be willing to sacrifice people now. I don't believe a word you're saying.
It's okay, Stonewalker. Just do it.
I want to.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
The soup.
Oh my god!
It's like, alright, fine, fuck, you called our bluff. We don't want our friends to die. Just put them down. We'll even, like, give you a potion to heal your wounds. So, like, Jesus, just put them down.
Then each of you throw every weapon and item that you're carrying off the side of this lookout.
Okay, fuck this point. Let's kill her.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck, yeah, no.
I would like to try and intimidate her.
You'll be doing that with disadvantage from where you are.
Okay.
I'll kill you! Oh god!
If you don't bring us back over the edge right now, you see those two twins there? They're going to make sure that they kill every man, woman, and child in Idelia.
We'll do it.
We'll
Roll
do
dis-
it.
Roll intimidation with
Not to the whole time.
roll intimidation with disadvantage.
All of us, or
Just him.
It's a 22.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh, 23 though.
Oh, no! Wait. Hold on. Nah, never mind. Too far away.
Again, I find it hard to believe that you would be bigger monsters than what you think I am.
GAE-EL walks
Have you met these
dead
twins?
in front of her.
yeah. Have you considered that we're just super petty?
Yeah.
I'm just holding my staff at the ready, but I look over at GAE-EL.
He picks up the end of Vindication and points it at her. He's like, I've become a monster, and I can do far worse than anything you could do.
Tell me, Goliath that has become a revenant for Alquam, if the Void could save you, would you change sides?
Wow.
No.
How about the rest of you? If I could save your friend using the Void, would you change sides?
You're lying.
Yeah, why should we trust you?
You're so full of shit.
I'm guessing
Walker
the
kind of looks away.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
the Void is what took this Goliath's life to begin with, right?
Walker's like, oh god.
It makes sense that the Void might be able to return it. The Void keeps an imprint of everything that it swallows. The creatures that come from the Void are just information it's regurgitated.
Keeps
This
an
Goliath.
imprint of everyone.
Can we insight check her?
Go for it.
Can I do that too?
Yes.
I'm rolling with disadvantage and a negative bonus.
Son of a bitch.
I just looked to her because now she's mentioned something to help both GAE-EL and bruudhuvv, so she's like,
crap.
An imprint of everyone?
Come on, guys.
I got a Nat19.
Also, rare. Fucking. Yeah.
So, is she...
She's definitely not lying. She may not know for certain, but she seems confident that would be possible.
Guys, she's telling the truth.
An imprint of everyone. Even the one known as the White Mask?
I have no idea what you mean by that.
You know what I mean by that.
The White Mask came out of the Void to begin with, as far as I know.
The White Mask is a man named bruudhuvv. I slam his staff down onto the ground.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I was
The
recruited by
Void has
Ferris.
taken him. Then he can be returned?
Think about it. Things are removed from this world when the Void takes them, because they're taken to a place outside this world. So, it has to reside out there, right? Their identity, the concept of who they are. That's how it manages to bring things into this world.
And
It sends...
GAE-EL as well?
Probably. Obviously, I haven't attempted that before.
Then perhaps you should start attempting before you promise something.
I'll make you a deal. Throw Duncan off the side of this lookout. And I'll give you back GAE-EL's identity. I'll do everything within my power to make that so. Throw that man over there. She, motions over to Gearfree. Oh, look, we're over time.
Son of a bitch.
That's a good time to be over time. Turn off! Thank you. Throw that...
Finish this.
Throw that man over there, she motions to Gearfree. and abandon the quest that you've been given by whomever sent you. And I'll return your 2 friends as well. Duncan steps forward and calls over to Eric and to Robin. Do you 2 understand what you were getting into when you sided with Idelia?
I was simply ordered to come here and assist in any way I can. I'm prepared to live with my choice.
How about you, Robin? Are you prepared to die for the sake of everyone in Idelia?
I would prefer if that wasn't the case, you know.
Make a choice!
Oh.
Damn.
If
I'll leave that in your hands.
We prefer not to die.
If it were me in that position, and I was asked to give my life for the people in Idelia, it wouldn't take me a second thought to do it. I'm sorry. He puts his hand up towards you guys, and something glows in the back of his hand. Kill her!
Oh, fuck.
You guys don't, for a second, you guys don't hear anything.
Oh, fuck.
Guile's gonna go.
Guile's
It's
gonna...
happening.
You don't need to. As you're, about to rush forward, Gearfree seems to notice something from off in the distance and backs up immediately. You see what look like several arrow-like projectiles coming from far in the distance strike the outlook. Every time one lands, it causes a huge explosion. The entirety of the chunk that Thelka's standing on in that altar begins to crumble away, as it's relentlessly hit by these arrows that break it away with massive force. As she begins to fall...
Can I cast a spell?
So to Eric and Robin, what would you like to do?
Oh,
I'd like to conjure animals.
Alright.
I want to summon two great owls or great eagles to get Eric and Robin.
Alright. Great eagles, NPCs.
They're either great eagles or giant eagles. I can't remember what they're called.
I think they're giant eagles.
Yeah, it'd probably be giant. Dire eagles.
Dire eagles.
Alright. Alright, as you try to do that, so you're gonna conjure 2?
Yes, this will break my concentration for my call lightning though.
So as you do this, you conjure 2 of them. 2 eagles soar down out of the clouds. Like, the magic that was forming your call lightning binds together, and as 2 bolts of lightning, they emerge from it. Eagle, eagle. Well, they both ended up in the same place. It's Eagle 8 Eagle to the rescue.
Yay.
Yay.
As this happens, they're both gonna have to make checks against Thelka. Thelka's going to attempt to bind them as well. Alright. It's DC 18. Eagle 1. Eagle 2. As the eagles swoop down to try to grab those 2, more chains whip up and bind them, forming essentially a web of chains between those 2, the eagles and Thelka. The eagles can keep them up. They're rather slowly descending, but they're also holding up Thelka in the process, and they wouldn't be able to break free of the chains immediately.
I look to Eric and Robin.
I'm just gonna throw them all off the edge here to show that they are over there.
I looked to Eric and Robin, and I looked to her.
If the eagles are still suspending it, just let them slowly drop it, and then we'll kill her.
Eyes cannot help but to orbit the celestial body.
Just let her fall, Stonewalker.
Mm-hmm. I looked to Eric, I looked to Robin, I looked to her. And I dispersed the eagles.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Question, Logan.
Yes.
Did my levitate ability work?
Levitate.
Just holding me up.
Levitating.
I just hope I can catch myself before I hit the ground. Like,
Levitating based on what? Oh, falling at end of movement. Unfortunately, that only works for when you're trying to move. Like, you would still fall at the end of it. You could mitigate maybe 30 feet of this several hundred foot drop.
Yeah, I'm dead.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna die anyway. May as well use my last fate card.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
You know what? I like your style. I'm gonna follow suit.
What is gonna happen?
Don't you have rope?
Oh my god.
Cut to double the void.
Oh god.
They appear right by
Void
all
1 and
speed.
Void 2. Oh my god.
All right.
Stonewalker is gonna need a lot of good berries.
All right. I'm gonna get that table up.
What's gonna happen?
I just had to like have fucking.
Don't I have it down here somewhere? I thought I did. No. All right. So that's. All right. Share sheet. So let's do Eric's first. This is the last hurrah
God.
before they fall.
Oh god.
And rolling damage will be pointless at that point, because...
Yeah,
Yeah.
splat.
Top of a mountain, yeah.
Question, can I just slide the ring off and it land?
Well, now that your soul's back in your body, it's back in your body. Like,
Okay.
you just take off the ring and let it fall. You're like, oh, find another one!
Alright.
Key. Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate.
Of course it is.
No, it's because the key is...
Oh, is it the keep?
No, that's the gain the service of a 4th level fighter. Like a guy appears in the air beside you, like, ah!
I think that's.
I know.
Wait.
Oh
I
wait,
think
that's the
was-
sorry. That's night. That's night.
Yeah, key.
Oh no!
What?
Let's roll from the magic item table to see what item you're getting as you fall.
Levitation. Levitation.
Yeah.
Oh
Wand of flight.
Don't you have like kits that you get? Engineering kits.
They're
that
bound.
Kind of stuff.
Like they're bound. They wouldn't be able to like throw ropes or anything.
Fucking parachute, you know.
So,
Fine.
so magic item table. Choose E, F, G, H, or I. Eric.
H.
There is a carpet of flying on here.
Please be that, please!
Go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Come on. 13, 14, 13, 14. Get that shit.
Oh my god!
He's just like murdered.
Okay, but
Just
this
like later nerds.
this will still come down to though if you can wrestle free from the chains, because you couldn't use it otherwise. So
Can it just like appear under me?
she'd still be pulling you down. Like that would prolong it, but she still would have a chance to drag you. But you have that, so let's keep that in mind. But let's roll now for his deck of many things roll and see what he gets. All right. Go ahead and roll from the deck of many things, Doctor.
There's no way in hell.
18. The Urail.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the curse one, isn't it?
Oh no. The curse of flying?
You take a -2 penalty on save. The curse of not dying from fall.
Yeah.
You are now cursed. Oh right, Eric, we forgot that you're cursed.
Oh no.
All right, so remember that when you're about to roll, just click the -2 button, because your fate, Eric, now lies in a successful strength saving throw.
Can I just spend 100 dice, please?
Nope. No inspiration here.
I will give every single one
This
of
is
my
butts.
2 dice.
All right.
Jesus.
So
All
Eric, I'm going to check your stuff to make sure that it's all set right, because it's going to be a strength saving throw. Click the -2 in the bottom left-hand corner near the modifier thing before you roll it, but just give me 1 sec to check the tracker and make sure that, like, the right stuff is set on you, because you are restrained. That needs to be on you. Yep, it's on you. So you have the -2 clicked?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll it.
I'm clicking on it. I'm just rolling our d20.
Oh no, like you click on the -2 and then go to your strength check and do a saving throw.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. It's just not.
There.
18.
Yo.
You have disadvantage. You should have disadvantage though.
That's still not going to be enough because I said I needed an 8. Oh, fuck you, game!
What?
It's a nat 20. Did it not show up?
No.
Nat 20 and then 18.
Watch this be a nat 1 now. No, it's a 10. Like, I swear to God, it rolled and, like, landed on the combat tracker and had a 20.
Yeah, the -2 would put the 18 down to 16.
Yeah, no. I'm fucked. Well,
All
someone
right.
enjoy the magic carpet, guys.
Well,
am I able to attempt to break free and grab the carpet?
And the carpet's going to be interpreted in a sort of weird way that wouldn't allow you to. But if you want to try to break free, you can roll for that.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
But you would still free fall.
Okay.
You have disadvantage, so go ahead and. Oh,
do I have the -2 as well?
Is it because you're restrained that it was doing that? Attack rolls against creatures. Oh yeah. Just 1 sec. I'll write it on your sheet. That's the wrong thing. Why do I always click that? Restrained. Okay, yeah, so just, you don't have the, yeah, you have a -2 as well. You know what's really funny? You both have your souls taken out of your body. You're both being dropped down here, and you've both been cursed.
Wait, isn't Robin immune to that curse?
Yeah,
Oh,
Robin
yeah.
can dispel
Yeah.
it if she wanted.
Yeah, you are, you're
You have
immune
the
to
curses.
So don't worry about the -2.
Okay.
No, it's one of us hoping to live.
Oh my god!
You just
You
got
wanna know?
2 -1, or 2 nat
Yeah,
ones.
I got
Oh
2
my
nat
God.
1s.
That is. Wow.
That's fucking horrifying.
So do I get tangled up in even more chains, which in turn cushion my fall?
So Eric, as you guys are falling, Thelka attempts to pull you guys down faster. She sees like Alquam's darkness beginning to build up around Eric as Alquam attempts to intervene. Alquam can't really do anything for Robin, unfortunately, but attempts to intervene and attempts to give him an item. As this darkness builds up around Eric, Thelka uses an ability that would be a bonus action for her to pull both of you down farther to her, pulling you like out of it. So where the Alquam attempts to spawn in a carpet for you, you're ripped away from it. You try to break free, Robin, but you end up colliding with part of the mountain as you fall down, and it knocks you free from. It gives you a minor concussion, and you don't manage to try to break free.
Can I try using my last beseech?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm letting you run through your options here. Like,
it's worked out so well for me before.
I'm gonna
beseech.
1 sec. I'll get. Let's see. I'll get it for you. Beseech.
Like, I'm sorry I'm prolonging this, guys.
No.
This is something that deserves the prolonging.
Hell
A
yeah.
little bit,
like-
yeah.
Like, let's be honest. Eric's kind of been about as useful as tits on a bull in this game so far.
And remember that because you're doing this alone, it has disadvantage.
Shit.
Friends doesn't want his friends to die like him.
What did it say? Alright, it's 54, and I gotta draw another one.
Oh, shit.
You become blind as you fall.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's this again.
That's
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alquam doesn't want you to see your own death.
As you're falling, as you attempt to invoke Alquam in many different ways, many times,
Why
You-
is
you-
Alquam even here?
you lose your sight.
Like you're joining the void?
Alquam, I thought you wanted us to help you.
You lose your sight as you fall. You also fall unconscious. Alquam's darkness begins to build up around you again. Robin, do you think you would have kept the ring that your soul was in before?
If it was put on the body, then yeah, it would still
They
be
haven't
there.
had a chance to sell anything, so.
Yeah. As you fall, that ring falls out of either falls off your finger or out of your pocket, wherever you have it, as if it's being drawn away. It floats in front of you, falling with you. As it does, this like dark aura that seems to turn into a liquid as it like moves towards it seems to engulf the ring. You feel yourself lose consciousness, and the ring disappears. Robin, the ring vanishes. This ball of darkness seems to draw something out of you. You fall unconscious before you can see what happens, and then in this small ball of darkness that formed around it, the ring just pops out of existence. Eric, do you see this happen just as you go blind? You don't feel the impact. You don't know what happens at the bottom. You simply slip out of being conscious and vanish.
As the three of them went down, by the way, after I dispersed, I just like fell down to knees looking at the area. Like, fuck.
I hope someone enjoys their
Ian
free
just
magic
looks shell
carpet.
shocked.
Yo, yeah, same.
Duncan's still holding out his hand after he'd given the order to kill her. He looks at the destroyed chunk of the lookout. The sun is now fully up, out from behind the mountains. Everything seems calm all of a sudden. Having taken your two friends with her, Thelka is gone. And 1/3 of the void's, 1/3 of the people that control the void has fallen.
Mouse Sean, now is not the time.
No, Dad, I don't want ice cream. No. Chocolate chip. What do you mean that... Rocky Road, then. Get out of here.
Moment, guys.
Gearfried looks onwards. I suppose that it had to be done.
Are you in a Spada?
She distracted me with GAE-EL and bruudhuvv.
I want that!
Frostwarden just donated $50 and said, "Oh shit."
Oh no!
GAE-EL goes to one knee and utters a silent prayer for his friends.
I can only hope that in the end Alquam managed to save some semblance of them. He like puts his hand up and like puts it against his head as if it's throbbing. That was for Idelia, right? That was okay, right? Letting people die for the sake of everybody in Idelia is fine as long as they know what they're getting into, right?
Who knows?
It's like...
You asked us before coming in here, Duncan, if we were ready for that. They didn't have to die, but we couldn't think of any other way. It's not on you.
I'm sorry. I wish it had been me out there. He turns to walk away. As he does, he looks over towards the capital. And I'm sorry that I made you do that. At the capital, you see on the, standing on one of the castle walls, a lone archer, the young man that had, I had posted a picture of a while back. I can post it again. He's standing, appears to be aiming a rather intricate-looking bow over towards the mountain, having fired arrows at an incredible, almost impossible range. He seems to be sweating heavily.
I pay him no mind as I look over the side.
Oh, you can't see
down
that
toward
guy.
where they fell.
Oh.
That guy's out of everyone's
Okay,
view. This
so
is
we
just like
can't see him.
it's like a
There he is.
it's a cinematic thing.
Oh,
like-
okay, got it. Just gonna look over the side as to where they all fell.
Like he is miles away. Roll me perception.
Sometimes when you win, you lose.
22.
1.
It was only for Stonewalker.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Ian falls to his knees and yells at the sky, Pourquoi?
Porque?
Alright. You see, though there's specks down there, you do see the broken bodies of the people that had fallen. Suspiciously, Stonewalker, you only see 2.
Oh.
No, one is Thelka.
Oh. Fucking
better
yeah.
I conjure another eagle.
Alright.
I just conjure it and jump onto it. Going down.
As you fly down, you find the Thelka and Robin's bodies broken and twisted. Eric's body isn't down there, or at least isn't anywhere to be found.
I look at the chains that have binded them and see if I can find out where Eric would have landed.
As soon as Thelka died, those disappeared. She was the conduit for the magic that was keeping them around.
I get down here, I spend a minute looking for Eric before I just kind of look back over toward Thelka and Robin, then just land eyes on Robin, then just sit down.
as you're regarding the space all dramatic from your eagle, as you look for where Eric's body would have been, as you turn your attention towards Eric, you feel Alquam's marks sting slightly.
What?
Roll me insight.
Ooh, I have advantage on that.
Oh shit.
Oh, that was a good first roll. +7, nice.
Oh shit.
You have a sudden vision of Alquam, Lord of the Night, appearing before you as a giant black cloud. Everything goes dark. You have a headache just being in the presence of this high demon. It speaks words to you in a language that you can't understand. Its yellow eyes piercing through the darkness into you. And then it's suddenly over. The message that you take away from it, from just understanding its intention, is that you shouldn't look for Eric. That Eric's fate is beyond you right now. When you see visions of Eric chained, of Eric standing beside Alquam floating beside Alquam unconscious, you see an image of a ring and a body being materialized out of darkness, but you only see flashes of these things in no great detail. Alquam then shows you visions of your goal, of what he's assigned you to do. You see images of your initial fight with Bruudhuvv on the bridge, of the moment when his mask was destroyed and you saw who he was, of when Alquam first branded you all and saved your lives. And then you see an image of the Voidreach Chapel.
What she got out of that is that he took Eric. Could have took Robin too, I see. I'm kidding. Just kind of, again, just lands with the Great Eagle. Just kind of sits down there. But now after seeing that, I'm gonna add. How many of us are you gonna take? And that's it.
All right. we're going to stop there for the day. We're going to operate under the assumption that the group goes back into the city, rests. If you guys want to do anything particular, we can start next game off immediately from this time. If not, we can start next game off from the next day. And if you guys traveling further north from the mountains towards the capital. Nope.
I'm gonna make sure these bodies don't get picked out by the crows. That's about it.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
probably either bury them here or take them into the city. And I may or may not take on the visage of Thelka, but we'll figure that out later.
Oh my god.
Duncan is very quiet this whole time, clearly racked with guilt. He spends the next day, or the night, the morning, tending to people, trying to find any who've been wounded, getting the situation in the city, finding out the guards are gone, contacting whoever must be the next in line to like take command of the city, informing them of what happened and what happened to the guards. Elsewhere, far away, two things are happening. One, the man who stood at the edge of the city, miles away, who took these impossible shots with peerless efficiency with a bow and destroyed the chunk of the lookout. He looks sick. He's sweating profusely. He's like taking his shirt off and he looks like he's overheating. Several people are around him looking bad as well. They seem to be caring for him. Several other people carrying weapons and with a style of clothing that does not match the rest of Idelia. Just a ragtag group of what looks like eccentric bandits are tending to him. And farther away, in the middle of a complex, sitting in the middle of a smaller island that I mentioned earlier, standing atop a tower, looking over in this direction, an orc, a very muscular orc, wearing very lavish golden armor, holding a very large trident with a dragon-like pattern running up it, is looking over towards it, look towards the mountain, seeming somehow aware of what's going on.
And then there were two.
Whatever. He turns and regards a temple that's off behind him, in which there's a very large statue of Alquam.
Do you want to be super fish buddies?
We gotta break that.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have to.
Yeah.
And that ends that episode.
Friend, might be premature here.
Yeah.
I just killed two of us.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all on you.
You're a fucking
It really is.
Gonna pour out some scotch for Robin and Eric.
Fuck yeah, I'll
You
have myself a
two-
bit of whiskey for that.
That was a hell of a game. If I still smoked, I'd be like,
Damn it, that guy's hot though.
So just to give sharing. So the orc and and Tobias, the two people I was just talking about.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm gonna drink all this lemonade.
Also, yeah.
God damn it, that guy's hot.
Oh yeah. Also, Lorenzo, our fair deceased friend. Meet your dad.
Hi, Dad.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
you, Dad.
Fuck you,
I wish I
Dad.
could strangle you myself.
that's an ugly orc.
Yo, yeah.
Yeah.
He has no lips.
Jesus fuck. He has no nose.
Crazy
That
skeleton.
means he just isn't gonna give
Wow,
us
way
any
to judge an orc without seeing their full face, guys.
He doesn't have a face.
He doesn't have a face. Like, come on.
For the sake of maybe bring the mood back up a little bit.
I just killed two of our friends.
Shut up. We're trying to...
I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys independently. You did a lot in this city. Like, this city has been 6 games. This has been more than a third of our entire campaign.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah.
I might be. I'm gonna level you guys up after this, obviously, and due to the diminished numbers and whatnot, I may level you up twice.
Oh, fuck.
Because normally you guys definitely... I expected the city to go different. Like, this isn't outside what I thought, but I kind of expect the order of events to be a bit more linear. As such, you guys ended up dealing with a lot more than I usually put between, you know, checkpoints story-wise. So...
You're right. I'm now completely happy that I killed our 2 friends. We get 2 levels.
One for each dead friend!
Logan.
I mean, that's a fair trade.
Can we sacrifice more of our friends for more levels? I mean, like, we should probably get rid of.
Like, what's the exchange rate on this?
Yeah, come on.
I'm just gonna...
Let's talk business.
Duncan?
To bring up the mood, I'm just gonna go ahead and,
We just keep killing GAE-EL over.
Oh, the kitty. No.
That's a lot of cats.
Yeah, we need kitties.
That's one for every friend that's gone.
Okay.
It's the satanic kitten pile.
One pick of JoJo in honor of Eric being dead.
Alright, so...
The one closest with his mouth open.
Bring up a JoJo pick for Eric being dead.
It didn't sound like they were dead. They were just gone.
Well, yeah, but so is GAE-EL gone. She's looking at this like, Alquam just took 3, and now has 3 of my friend's souls.
Hey, remember, Alquam didn't remove GAE-EL from existence.
Hey.
Apparently the Void can put him back, though. That's really good to know.
That was, yeah, because the Void took him.
Maybe.
Keep in mind,
She
Felka
thought
was
it
only
could.
speaking to what she knew.
I don't care. I now know maybe there's a way to get GAE-EL back.
Alright.
Too bad about
Oh,
friends.
the...
Die to make her.
Well, that's funny. The H scene music from Stay Night just came on my playlist.
That's awkward.
Alright. We're going to end the stream there. Next time, new episode number. No more Greywell,
To
City
Fallen
of Stone.
Friends.
To Fallen Friends.
The fallen
Cheers.
friend.
Fallen friends.
You know, I don't know what happened with that ring, but if anything comes of it, I'd like to just mention that Robin, if she still exists in some state, is more than willing to ally herself to the void.
Oh my god.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're out.